All right. Well, good evening, everybody.
Yep.
As we wait for Michael, we can go ahead and get started. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if, yep, we are.
Yep, we definitely live for sure.
Yep. All right. Perfect. All right. Good evening, Adam. Oh, how is everybody?
Good evening. Good evening.
Good over here.
Oh yeah, it's going very good over here.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah?
welcome audience to Tuesday Night Bully Talk. Hey, we're just going to be doing a Q&A tonight. So anyone that's got any questions, please feel free to ask. And hey, we're coming up on our third year. This is actually our third year
Yeah.
this month of doing the show.
And man, it seems like it haven't even been that long. For real. Time just fly by, boy.
Right.
Man, it does.
Yeah.
It really does. We've got to meet some cool people on this though. What a platform it's become.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah, this is the
Yes.
thing is it's been a wild ride, but I mean we've met some of the coolest people and we've been to some of the coolest shows. I love it. It's been a wild ride. So I appreciate you guys bringing me on in the first place because that was definitely something.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I look back on that decision and I'm just like, huh.
Smidge of buyer's remorse, yeah, yeah, smidge of buyer's remorse.
Oh
Same.
man.
Oh, yes, but no, I've
That
told you
fired me
many
too.
times that you took our platform to a different level, and without you, it wouldn't have continued on like it has. So,
No doubt.
I appreciate that. That means a lot. But
yes,
so I know that one of the things that I had, and this is kind of a funny way to start this, but it was literally spur of the moment conversation um, with a friend of mine. He had said, well, actually, it's Matt's brother. He had said that he has girl dogs, and the only reason he has girl dogs is because he just doesn't get along with male dogs, or they're just not as cool, or they just don't have a bond. And I realized myself that, with the exception of Kai, my relationship with male dogs has almost always been a little bit smoother, I guess. So I,
yeah,
I started thinking to myself, I was just like, I wonder if that's like a common thing. So I figured my first question to you guys is: have you found, as men, having female dogs be a little bit more apt to like you over someone else, or is a relationship smoother? Or like, what's like? Do you find that is a thing, or
I'm gonna tell you from my preference. It don't matter either or is how much time you spend with that companion or how loyal you is, no matter a female or a male. So some dogs just not gonna like you like other dogs.
no?
You know what I'm saying? You have to spend that time, you know, with dogs to understand, which one of them like you a lot, and
Mm-hmm.
you will tell, you'll be able to tell. So just like, say for instance, like Kiki, like Caleb dog.
Mm-hmm.
Kiki go everywhere Caleb go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I bet you. Well, Leviticus is his wife dog. But just
mm-hmm.
say for instance, if Caleb was by himself, he lived alone. All
Mm-hmm.
right, he took both of them dogs everywhere he go. Right. So it's one you gonna favor one more than the other one because one gonna show more loyalty to
Right.
you.
Right.
And in this case, it might be the female. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a bond that you spend, just like me and Art.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Art love each other. Ain't no other dog in the yard like Art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But hey, I'm trying to spend time with C4 like that because I want him to be like Art. But that don't mean he's gonna be like Art.
Oh yeah, no, Ark is one of one. He's every, and I think that's true of like pretty much every single dog. I mean, yeah, there's a hue of loyalty in all of them, and that can even vary in accordance to a multitude of factors. But like it's just one of those things where you can try to do the exact same things with multiple dogs, and it's not going to pan out the same each time.
Yep.
The dogs themselves are different, right? Like so that's why
Absolutely.
I was just so curious if that was the case and if it was, I don't know, hormonal. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me give you another example real quick. All right. So I got a buddy that he bought a dog for himself, right?
Mhm.
So it's an inside dog. Actually, he bought the dog for me. All right. So he spent a lot of time with his dog, but guess what? He liked his wife better than he liked him,
Hmm.
even though he spent the time with him.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
You never
Oh yeah.
know. It's up to the dog for real.
I feel like that's the case because I mean, like Helios, like he loves me. I know he does, but I'm chopped liver when Matt's around. Like Daddy's his favorite thing in the planet, and like it's like I don't exist when he's there. So it's just wild to me. So um, yeah, so it's just one of those things. I just didn't know if anybody else had that experience, but
Oh yeah. You got anything on that, Caleb?
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry, y'all are like a little delayed on my end, but I agree with you, Amanda. Like I think that like it's always been a female dog has been drawn to me and me drawn to them, like have a special relationship, and then a male
Mhm.
dog with Nakai. Like
Right.
it's always, Genesis, Levi, Cain. Um, so that's interesting. That's interesting perspective and topic because I've never really thought about it. But like now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, like listening to y'all talk too, it does seem like girl dogs are, with men and boy dog girls, like it just kind of just goes together.
Yeah, yeah, it just seems like, and again, that's why I was just like, is it hormonal? Like, I don't understand if there's a balance there that I don't know. But yeah, it was just a funny conversation that kind of had me wondering after that. I was like, I think I'm going to bring this up with the guys and see what they think, since this is a Q&A. That
Yeah.
was my cue.
Hmm.
No, I like that. I like that
Yeah.
a lot. And I'm sure Adam's got some questions too. So people in the comments, ask away. And I got a question too that I was actually thinking about coming on tonight. Like we don't get to do this very often. We don't get to do this where we just talk amongst each other and really
Mhm.
just whatever topic comes to it. And we probably won't get this opportunity again before nationals. So I would like to know who your personal favorite is going into the last month, going into nationals, um, and who your favorite is and who an underdog is.
Man. Um, I don't want to sound cliched by any stretch of the imagination, but I mean, there are some amazing dogs that oh man, I would love to see win just on principle alone. The dogs are great. The people that created them and that own them and love them are great. Um, but I would like to see a female win. I mean, I'm going to be ridiculously stupid slap happy if anybody that we've been able to have the privilege of talking to and actually seeing their dogs and spending time with these folks and getting to know them better. Like I would be stupid happy if any single one of them was able to take the crown. But man, if Piggy takes it, I don't know, man. I fangirl hard enough to Hannah enough as it is, but that might just send me saying.
You really do. You
I
really do.
fangirl her hard. I mean, she's just so cool. She's so nice. I mean, I can't help
She's so
myself.
graceful. She's
She's
so
so cool.
graceful in everything she does. From the handling to the way that she articulates things, to her
Mm-hmm.
posts, to just her true self. Like when you like she's got that like mom atmosphere. She's just like warming. She's just so graceful with everything she does. It's amazing.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
And man, I'm just anxious, that I would get to see all these dogs, man, in the
Yeah.
ring. You know, I hope this Nationals be as energized as the one in Houston, like what 3 years ago? Was that 3 years ago? I hope it be.
2 years
I
Two
ago,
hope
years
it be
ago.
that same intensity,
the
man.
famous down and back with Joaquin. Yeah,
Man,
Oof.
yes,
it was electric.
yeah.
Yes. Hey, I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw an underdog out there that a lot of people haven't really seen talk about this dog, and I hope they make it to nationals.
Yes.
But Amanda, I think you'll probably know this dog when I say it, or like when you look at the dog, you'll kind of see where I'm going with this. But it's JJ's Bullies Jiraiya. This dog is ranked number 4 in ABKC, or it was. I believe it's still top 5. Like, rankings will shift a little bit.
Where is he out of?
That he's out of, it's like
Is it?
Romania
Yeah, because
or
he's either he's because they have a Romanian and then I want to say either a Dutch or a Belgian in there in their top 10. Um, but yeah, that's probably the one from Romania, which I've been
look at
really,
this dog.
yeah,
And looking at also who's judging, with Alex Ferrero as the judge, you got to look to see kind of what they like. And so just predicting, this is all prediction.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
a hell of
yeah.
a judge. All ABKC judges are very, very, but I'm just saying, like, looking at kind of like the dog that they like, I think that JJ Bully's Jiraiya has a very good shot. Like, looks a lot like a Lucky Lions dog. Now, me personally, look, I would love, year of the XL or year of the female. I would be very, very happy with either one. Of course, my heart's with Apollo and William DeBose. Angel Chavero. I love the wave they've created so quickly and so impactfully. And I think it's going to be long lasting too, especially depending on the breedings that he's a part of and who he chooses to be a part of. This could be a very long lasting effect that he could take place with the XLs in all registries. But look what he's doing in ABKC. He grand champion in 3 shows.
yeah.
So I
Mhm.
would love to see an XL walk away with it. But I would not mind a female walking away with it too, Piggy.
Hey, yeah.
But yeah,
Speaking.
my dark horse.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead,
Go ahead.
Breeze.
I was just going. It was a question came up since you said that. William asked a little bit
Yeah,
earlier. Hasn't female ever won nationals?
I don't think so.
I couldn't think of anything.
My bad, Caleb. I didn't mean to cut you off. I thought you was done.
No, 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 no. I'm glad you did. Like, I've looked at, like, every year it seems like they present like pictures of the national winners either before nationals or after.
Yeah.
And I've looked at it numerous times, and there's not a female that stands out, because a female would stand out if you looked at it and you'd be like, "Oh shit. 10 years ago a female took it," cuz that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the heat cycles, the pregnancies, the getting past heat cycles, or the pregnancies, or whatever the case is, their body's changing
Hmm.
whether they are pregnant or not. Their body reacts as if they're pregnant even after their heat cycle. Like, there's still change in the female body.
Hmm.
So for them to be able to overcome that and even put themselves in position to win,
Able to get back in there
top
like that.
dog. And Piggy has really distanced herself for top dog.
Hmm.
Like, there is a distant gap. Not saying she's going to take national. I would love to see her,
Yeah.
but for top dog, the top dog running in ABKC, she's distanced herself. It was 25-8 last time I saw. She
Yo.
has 25, and the next person behind her has 8.
Yeah, I mean she's killing the game. That's for sure. In case anybody didn't know what Dariah looks like, that image is Dariah. Do you guys see it
Uh-huh.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, I see it.
right here?
You don't see it on the right, Caleb?
Well, well, let
The
me get
picture she
back on
put
it.
up?
He might not see it just yet, but I'll take it down in a second. But I just wanted everyone to be able to put eyes on Dariah, since we're hoping that he's actually gonna.
Yeah, because that's it's a dog that's not talked about very often, but I like seeing those dark horses that come over. Grand Champion Notch, like man,
Oh, Cinnamon talking to
I saw
crazy.
him. Yeah, we saw him at Nakai and Candy Show,
Yeah,
Monster
Monster
Mash
Mash.
Volume 1 in Andalusia, and he graced us with his presence, the handling, the discipline, the breed
Mhm.
type. Like last time we saw him, he was half the dog he was.
And even then, he
Now
was killing it. Yeah, it was a beautiful
doing
animal.
it. I think he actually ran for top dog last year.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
He was number one last year, going into national. So um, now you're seeing him, and he's popped since then. Um, and so having seen him then and seeing him just like a matter of weeks ago, it is intense. Like I'm not saying he's a totally different dog, but when you see him, it's definitely going to be a moment of like, where, how damn. Like,
Yeah.
it's really crazy how much he has developed and evolved since even just 1 year ago.
And then there's always that dog that shows up, like, Grand Champion Jack.
Yeah.
Like, no one was talking about him
Yep.
leading up to
No one.
Right? Right?
nobody. And he literally, when I say he stole the show, he stole the show. Like, he was in everything. He was in the exhibition show that was taking place. Like
Mm-hmm.
the stack off. He was in the Grand Champion and the best in, like, man, what a performance he put on.
Man,
And
yeah,
the
that works.
handler too, Daryl. Like
Yes.
he came out of nowhere, like, and now he's like hit the scene, and it's like, I love it. He's such a positive, influential person. Like I really that was a cool moment.
Oh yeah, and I know Taj is saying that Mountain, beautiful animal. Mountain is
Hmm.
a good looking animal. And that Thaddeus, does anybody know what Thaddeus's boy's name is? Um,
Hellboy.
yeah,
Hell boy.
that's a meatball right there. That's I'll be
It
excited to
is.
see.
And then can't overlook Mac. Mac is,
Yes,
man, such a
Hey,
unit.
he just keeps growing too.
speaking of Hellboy, hey, y'all gonna hear some news in a little bit about Hellboy. Keep your
Good or
ears
bad?
up. Keep your ears
Good, I
up.
hope.
Okay.
I ain't
Or
gonna talk too much
Hellraiser, is
because
that
it
what
ain't
it
it
is?
ain't it ain't it ain't me. I'm just saying it like that. But
Killed him.
it
Oh,
ain't it ain't it ain't been announced yet. This just behind the scenes, off the
Yeah,
record right now. Yeah.
yeah. And
yeah,
who is
that's
that boy, that standard boy that's over in Europe as well? Like, I think he's owned or handled by one of the ABKC judges as well. I think he's
I
like number 3 or 4.
think
Biggie,
so. Oh gosh.
he is beautiful. Like, there are some beautiful dogs. See the XL that showed up in Virginia that
Mhm.
Christine, oh, she's got like 2 or 3 last names, but you know who I'm talking about? The lady from Jacksonville, the Frenchy lady.
Yes. Yes.
The
I'm
French
So,
sorry.
lady.
Christina.
yes, Christina.
Christina
Um,
Mathis. Yeah.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
but the boy that she was handling, like that boy is beautiful. Like he's a Bossy's Tarzan son, and I think he championed and got like 2 champion wins in in a deep class in Virginia. Like wow, that was pretty cool. An outside show. I like those. Like you're
Yes.
really banking on the weather to to.
Yes. Absolutely. And I feel sometimes that dogs, they don't act the same obviously when they're outside. So sometimes you have to practice a little bit more control when they're outside. At least that's just the experiences that I've had. I'm
Yeah.
thinking, let's see here. So
So
top rank.
Jerry Allen put Biggie Bear. That's exactly who it is. Thank you. Hey,
Gotcha.
William DeBose put Bazooka. Like he's coming too. He actually won
Good.
nationals in Asia,
Mm-hmm.
ABKC nationals in Asia. So a
Yep.
national
Yep.
winner.
And that's a dog
So
I
some
haven't seen either.
beautiful dogs coming.
Yeah. So as it sits, and this was as of, I mean, it's unless they've updated it since then, but I'm not sure. But this is what it was in April. So you've got Mac, Piggy Bank, which I think Piggy Bank has since, so I think this has changed. Jiraiya, Big Bounty, Broke, um, Ad Rocco, let's see here, Skywalker, yeah, Devin,
Yeah.
um,
Yes.
uh-huh, Romania Primu, um, and then Escobar from Europa, and Blas. I don't know where Blas is from, and then Romania Ace. So big dogs. Romania has some dogs in the top 10, multiple. So that's gonna be fun too.
Yeah, that's neat. Because how many shows actually go over there to Romania? More and more are starting to, but think about that. United States has so many more shows to be able to have access to. You might have to travel, things like that, but man, international shows, like I said, they are becoming more often. But for international dogs to be in the top 10 and multiple of them be in the top 10,
Hmm.
like I would love to go to Romania to see all these dogs. Like they
Yeah.
have multiple top 10 dogs that are showing up to these shows. Like that'd be cool.
Oh yeah. And I mean it would because I mean it is true with the exception of like so Jack came from Canada. When Trouble Child or Problem Child, sorry, when Problem Child came over, she came over from the UK. Um, and with the occasional few, Knock being one of them as well. Um, you don't see as many international dogs as you really could or ought, especially when you're trying to talk about how these other kennels on the other side of the pond are creating very beautiful bulls and kind of changing the game a little bit. Like I want to see it, I want to put hands on it, and one of the only ways to really do that, other than taking the 8, 9, however many hour flight overseas, is to get them at nationals. So I mean, it's a pretty big opportunity. So even if you don't bring a dog and you're not exhibiting, this is a great opportunity for you to see dogs that you would never see otherwise. I mean, because this is the I mean this is the stage, the stage.
It is. Man, Nationals is the one show a year. Like if people ask us like, all throughout the year, like, hey, you wanted the show. Nationals, it's gonna be yes. Like we didn't go last year, so this will be the third out of 4 years. But we had just had Genesis passing. There was a
Yeah.
lot that was taking place internal that we had to take care of. Healing. But
Yeah.
but
Oh yeah.
now, like, but that's a show. Like, man, the show in Houston, electric. I see Thaddeus in the comments. Like he was, he
Mhm.
actually won the classic class, I believe. So he can attest to that. Like, and I'm taking Kiki this year because, and I say this, I want to dance that dance with her. Like, she's in the champion class. It's going to be fierce competition,
Very.
but I gotta start working with her every day again, getting her right. We got 1 month, like really pushing for it. Oh, pocket class. I'm sorry, that is. Um, but I want that big ring with her. I want to experience that. We had that run, that champion run. She was the first girl that I actually campaigned the champion to that title. So I'd like to do it one time before she starts her breeding career, which is coming. She's 2.5
Yeah.
years old now. She'll be
Yep.
3 in May. We've held off on her just because, yeah, I really enjoyed that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tez put he hate they changed the locations of nationals. I understand where you come. I'd like that they do that every other year. I
Yeah.
really like the format that Dave is doing. People in Texas, of course, they're gonna be like, man, heck yeah, I hate that. I hate it. It's nice for us because it's on the East Coast. So I'm biased
Mhm.
right now when I'm saying this. If it was like in California, I'd be saying the same thing that you're saying. Like, man,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like the change at all. But I think that's cool that every other year they're venturing out because, man,
Yeah.
it's a vacation for a lot of people. They're making the trip to wherever Nationals is. And if it's going to a different city, it's giving you a reason to go visit that city. And
Mhm.
like, I like to go the whole weekend. I
Yeah.
like to go Friday night and Saturday night to really just like indulge in the festivities, like the dogs and if you go to a show and then just go back real quick, you don't really get to enjoy it. Like it's more of a, man, this can be a long trip. Instead of staying the night, enjoying the company, seeing the dogs.
Yeah.
exhibiting or showing and then going back. But yeah, I like to go Friday and Saturday night.
Yeah, historically, that's what we've definitely done. Thaddeus, was it Migos that you showed last year? I want to say because or it was either Migos last year or the year before. But I just remember because he's a very he's a monolith of a man, and he was showing a pocket, which I always found beautifully entertaining.
Yeah. Hey, look, William asked another question a few minutes ago, saying how, he might be trying to show international or something like that. He asked
Yeah.
how, and you might can help him out with that, Amanda, because we had somebody on the live one time, how they have to do a couple tests or something
Mhm.
before they get on the airplane with their dog, fly international.
Mhm. So Hannah's a good point of
Hannah.
contact for that. Hannah and Emily Brown, because they've had to do that. They went to Euro Nationals. I'm trying to think. Devin might know as well because I swear she showed internationally as well.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, Hannah's good. Emily Brown's good. Polina, I think she's also gone international. So definitely good people to kind of ask about any sort of restrictions, making sure they have the right paperwork, making sure that you prepare them, what you'll need, what you should avoid. But yeah, those would be who I
Yeah,
would.
and if you're talking about flying directly, like Christopher James,
Oh,
and then Aubrey can't like, hey, they're actually doing, transports and things like that, nannying. So yeah, if you're talking about just like flying with the dog, like I lived over in Germany and I had a dog, I had an English Cocker Spaniel that I actually got shipped back over. He wasn't up in the cab with me, but I just had to get him microchipped and get him a ticket and things like that for the flight coming back, like let them know. But it was just really the microchipping. I think that was all that was, and then up to date on like health and things like that. Like actually showed them the shot records. But now I don't know how they actually fly them in the cab. That's I saw that William actually asked, and hey, I saw that
They
Mr.
have.
Clean, Thaddeus Robinson was with Mr. Clean, and he's actually out of Pensacola. Um, just an hour and a half away from us. So I've seen Mr. Clean numerous times. But yeah, Thaddeus was the one handling him. Nikki, what's up, man?
Hey, yeah, and I tell you what, when I used to get dogs shipped to me, like from California, stuff like that, it was a certain time of year that they would ship a dog on the plane. And it couldn't be hot, it had to be kind of cool. And they do put them in the cargo area in the space. So, you had to have food for them and water and stuff like that, but they never used the food anyway.
Yeah. No,
Maybe
Bruce.
if you had a layover, huh?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because they actually wouldn't fly my dog into Florida. They actually made us fly into Atlanta, to the Atlanta airport, just because of the heat regulation that was it. And I'm
yeah.
just
Yeah.
like, it's not much cooler there. Like, I thought you could maybe go. Oh,
Oh,
but
Man.
yeah,
man.
but they made us fly into Atlanta. They wouldn't let us fly into Florida because they said that the heat index was too hot.
Yeah.
So that's good that they abide by those things.
Agreed.
They're in place for a reason. Obviously, trial and error. There was things that took place that
Right.
made those regulations come in effect.
Yep.
Yeah. Sadly.
Yeah, but think about that for nationals. People are literally flying, like you said, international all over the place, and you literally get to see all these dogs under one roof.
Oh yeah. I
Under
mean,
one, and there's no other nationals, and that's not a jab at any other registry by any means.
right.
But to go to ABKC Nationals, it's going to be a huge venue. There's going to be all these top dogs that are coming in from all over the place.
Hmm.
And you get to see them compete at the biggest stage. And you get to see the handlers really, really working, going back to Houston. Not just the three dogs that it came down to, but the three handlers
That's
Right.
right.
and how they worked, and you didn't want to see any of them lose.
Yeah.
But again, with nationals, you get to see all those top handlers, all those top dogs really at their peak. The best competing against each other.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's so worth the trip. It is just so incredibly worth the trip. I can't stress that enough. And again, and we've said it so many times. It's also like, if you really want to get a good idea of what you're supposed to be breeding towards, go to nationals.
Oh yeah.
People don't
The
take training.
champion class and grand champion class
Yeah.
is 20 to 30 dogs each class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely worth it. I'm finding all these as we're talking. I'm finding pictures of some of these dogs because I don't. Again, since they're international, some folks haven't seen them yet. Like this one. This is Bear Biggie. So that's a bit of a beastie
Yeah,
there. Mm-hmm.
man, look at the mass with the rear angulation. Like that's almost,
Yeah.
it's very uncommon to be that balanced with the mass that he carries. That boy is nice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I actually saw earlier that there was a XL. I believe he's overseas too. It's a lilac try, and they actually said once the standings are updated, he should be like number 7 or 8 in ABKC top 10.
Dang.
And he's so I should have screenshotted it so I could actually bring up his name, because now everyone's probably like,
Yeah.
well, who's he talking about?
Good
Yeah, I
for
forget what the
him.
dog's name is. But I'm excited about the XLs that are showing up this
Oh
last,
yeah, definitely.
going back to Apollo, the last 6 months. But looking at especially the Texas shows, man,
Yeah.
there's so many XLs that come out in Texas, and they not only come out to just watch and walk around, but they're actually coming out to really show too. Hey, Justin, I like that. How many oldies are showing up to ABKC Nationals? That's one breed that I've really, really caught interest in.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm hoping, so I can't remember his name, but Ludacris owns as a beautiful oldie.
Yes, he is.
So
And
that'll
then
be
Eric Garcia, I believe he's out of Texas. He has, uh, I think that's Grand Champion Go, GAUX.
GAX.
He's an oldie and beautiful boy. So the
Yeah,
oldies are really, really starting to come out.
yeah, it's I'd like to. I know it's. I mean, I'm hoping that there's going to be more uh, English bulldogs as well, because I mean we've got plenty of Frenchies, and we've got a decent showing of shorty bulls, but I think it'd be really fun to see some really solid English bulldogs as well.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Because
I
man,
agree. Because wouldn't it be nice, like, when it goes to best in show, best in breed's always very exciting, especially for us because we're American Bully breeders, owners, whatever the case is. But when it goes to best in show, like imagine Grand Champion Blaze, Grand
beautiful.
Champion Apollo, Piggy, Notch, you name it for American Bully. And then the Frenchies, like there's so many beautiful Frenchies. Like I don't know the
Oh,
top 5, top 10. Um, and then there's some very nice English bulldogs. Like it's like, man, who's gonna take it? Then the oldies, like we're talking about, it's that's tough.
Yeah.
Um, I wouldn't want to be that judge. Like I love watching it. I love being a
right? Absolutely. Yeah, you're like, yeah, I don't. That's too much. I can't. And again, like, and Bruce and I were talking about that actually ringside when we were watching Joaquin work, and just sitting there dissecting these dogs, restacking them, in the ring.
literally him
Literally,
going over there
he
and
restacked your dog, and it's one of those things where people kind of look at each other like, oh my god, what's happening? And I was like, no. I mean, he's trying to see something that either you're trying to hide or you just didn't stack well to really amplify this particular trait he's looking for. I would not want to have had to make the decision that he made on that final round for the American Bullies. It's
oh
just
my
insane
gosh.
to me, like having to judge those three dogs. That man, whew,
Hey,
that's wonderful.
hey, check this out. Hey, you see William DeBose's comment?
Hmm. My deckhand is
Jameson
playing
too,
his.
dropping down, dropping, and then he put, "Sorry, I got my deckhand playing his game behind me. I was talking to text."
Ah, wow. Okay,
Dropping down, dropping down. That's what I'm.
it's that kind of party.
Ah,
All right
that is
then.
hilarious. Hey, Charmaine. Hey, the topic really tonight is really we're just doing a Q&A. We haven't done one in a while. It's nice. We can kind of just let our hair down. Obviously, I'm bald, so that wasn't the greatest thing to say, but let our hair down and really just kind of, man, just talk openly, and whatever topic y'all want it to be is what we're doing. Right now, we're talking about nationals. We're just really just talking dog. But if anyone would like a specific question, ask them. Like tonight's the night that y'all can really gear the questions towards us. Um, if you want to ask about a particular dog we have, particular breeding, how we feel about something, um, man, it's really up to y'all tonight.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. William was asking if everyone was going to wear a suit, suited or
Ain't
booted.
nobody wearing no suit. Caleb don't even own a suit.
Man, you should see this. You should see this blue
You know,
pinstripe
oh,
suit I
it's going to be
got.
the Dumb and Dumber tuxedo with the. I can see you wearing that one, the blue one. Yeah, you should do that.
Oh,
Or just wear
I'm
the
wearing a
orange
tie.
one since hook 'em.
Oh, but no, I'm gonna get an outfit together. I would love to get like a Nakai. I hope you're watching. I would love to get a bow tie, black bow tie, but customize it where it's got Bully Pride, like our logo on like both sides, but still go with the black tie event.
I'm here
Yeah.
for it. You
Yeah,
have
so
my support.
I'm gonna take it serious this year, like especially with me getting in the ring with Kiki. Like I'm gonna
Yes.
dress the part to be ready to, and that's I think a lot of people downplay that their presentation in the ring. Some of them overdo it because they want to look good, but that takes away the eyes on the dog. But I think some downplay it where it's like, okay, you still should present yourself well enough in the ring. You want to be as minimal as possible so the eyes are on your dog, but at the same time, you want to dress for the occasion. Like dressing for an interview, you always dress up one step higher than the
Mm-hmm.
position you're applying for.
How you want, baby.
You want to present yourself correctly to present the product that you're presenting. And in this case, it is the dog that you're exhibiting. But man, I think a lot of people don't put enough time and effort into actually what they're gonna wear during the show. There's
Mhm.
colors that collide with the dog, and I'm saying collide in a bad way.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
or
The
even
dog
to
yeah.
the lead, the color of
Mhm.
the lead. It might be too blingy, and it takes away from the dog, or the color of the lead takes away from the dog, whatever the case is. And I know Hannah is a big. It's attention to detail.
It's a whole thing, man. It is a whole thing. Shopping for nationals and getting ready and making sure that you're looking and feeling right. Like she has a whole routine on the thing. She does. I love it. And
Yes.
so does Cece Albert Evans. Like she does very, very similarly. So shout out to her for. I mean, she's. I don't know if you've seen the wardrobe, but man, you ain't gonna lose her in a crowd.
Yes. You
Woo!
will not.
She comes out looking slick, and it's always these bright, vibrant colors that you're like, where did you find that? And she's like, that's a secret. I'm not gonna tell you.
Yep. Every single time. But she dresses for the presentation of the dog in the color of the shades, the dog that she's actually showing that day. And she knows if it's whether it's an inside show, an outside show. So she's dressed with that. Hey, Richard Kelly, you're right. Chris would never come on here and post a comment like that. He would never. But Derek and Missy, if you're talking about that you are a small time, y'all are definitely not. So I don't know if you're asking for a friend because I would love to see y'all out there. Um,
Yes,
That's a good one, Caleb.
yes,
yes.
they have,
Go to
man, they have
nationals.
really
Okay.
the dogs that they have, man, Monroe, Leroy, um, man, yeah, they're out of Mississippi, I believe. They get Fam to be the handler for majority of the shows, but they have some dogs over there.
Yes, very much so. Yeah, it's one of those things where again, I mean, no one should feel small in that sense. Like, go to nationals, and again, if you're not ready to get in the ring yet on such a large stage, that's okay too. Just go. Like, go take a look at what's out there, take a look at what's winning, take a look. I mean, and because that's the point of a dog show, is to showcase the breeding stock, to showcase like what dogs need to be bred to within their respective breeds. So it's like, that's the whole point of going. So yeah, you should go, because you're going to see the best of the best, and you're going to kind of know where you need to head within your own program. I mean, how many times, guys, have we had somebody on the show who said they liked what they liked, and then they went to a show for the first time and they started over because they're like, oh snap, I had it wrong. I need to, get a new deck of cards, and that's true. I mean, you can go there and see for the first time, it's the eye-opening experience of seeing how these dogs are supposed to look and being like, I know now, and now I have a path. Now I know where I'm heading.
Exactly. I like that. And it's people need to get outside and go to shows. Like, people really do. Instead of just seeing the dogs that they see from the person they're buying their first bully from, they're tunnel visioned on that because that's all they know. You only know what you know. But when you actually go to shows, and there's a lot of people that like shows, there's a lot of people that don't. So it's a very controversial type thing.
Yeah.
I love it because that should be what you're going for, is the standard. You're not competing against the dog that's next to you. You're trying to get as close to the standard as possible, and you're competing against the standard.
Right.
So I think a lot of people misplace that. And I know that I've seen withholding first and things like that's been a topic of discussion lately too. And again, it's tough for judges, but it's tough for people going to for that to take place. It takes a lot of guts for that judge to actually withhold first. And then a lot of people that are actually showing are like, well, my dog's better than that dog. It's not necessary. You try to get as close to the standard as possible, and that's the dog that's going to win.
Absolutely. Total dog. I mean, and we've been blessed to have plenty of judges on the show in previous episodes and years and whatnot, and they've pretty much all resorted to that one sentiment, which is, it's total dog, and you are competing against the standard. That's a beautiful thing, because I mean, really, that should almost help you get over being nervous in the ring, because again, it's reminding you you're not necessarily competing against the other dogs that are in there with you. You're competing against the standard, and if you know what you have, and that dog is as close as it's going to get, then at that point, just go, just do your thing. Make sure you stack them well. Make sure you get the gate nice. Make sure you don't trip and fall. Don't throw bait in the ring. Just small basics like that. But for the most part, I mean, the dog will speak for itself as long as you present it correctly.
Yep.
Adam is wearing flannel to nationals this year. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Is he wearing at least a black tie? I know it's.
Yeah, I know.
The
I
theme is
feel
black
like this.
tie.
Yeah, it needs the tie. There still needs to be a tie, a flannel and a tie. I'm just saying. I think that'd be kind of important feature, considering it's a black tie event. So Christina Matos actually had a question for me not too long ago, because we were discussing, well, for women, what does this black tie truly mean? Because I mean, with men, it's very, very straightforward. It's pretty straightforward. But with women, it's just like, it can mean a multitude of different things. So what I was saying is just like, there were so many people that were trying to tell her, oh, well, it's ball gowns. I'm like, you ever tried to run in a show ring in a full length ball gown? Yeah, no. So I was telling her, no, I mean, you should go for something that's T length or mid length. So like right at the knees or just past it, halfway down the calf. And if it has pockets, even better. And I was just like, that just seems to be sort of that really, really perfect length. And there are plenty of ball gowns that, like, if you were to go to a New Year's, a fancy formal New Year's soiree, you could pull off a T-length gown or a midi, and I think that is, go with that, because now will I be entertained to watch somebody traipse around the ring in a full length ball gown? Yeah, yeah, I'd like to see how that ends, but yeah, no, it's a bit different for women, but I did find that her wanting to know what to wear is going to be a common question for most women this year.
Yeah. Sinatra, what's up, man?
Tank.
We got OG in the house. I love when he
Mhm.
interact because yes, he comes with some good question, interacts, and
Oh, yeah,
man, if anyone wants some bully history, follow his page.
definitely. So I think that when it comes to oldies, I think that Justin Dancing Hawk, he's got his male who gosh, he's just about a year older than a year now. Beautiful boy. So I'm excited to see what he's got. And he also has a new female who's, I think she's gonna turn out pretty beautifully. But I would definitely wait for her to really mature and whatnot. Because again, she's still super young, but his boy looks ready. So I'd be interested to see if Justin Dancing Hawk's gonna get kick in the in Nationals ring.
Yeah. Hey Tez, I actually really like this question. Y'all think any Merles will win in any class? Um, let's go
It's
back to
possible.
it. Last year, this was the first year that Merles were actually able to
Mhm.
show an ABKC ring. They've been able to register, but haven't been able to show. So last year they did the exhibition show on the side. And so this year they're actually able to go into the show and, hey, go to Tez, go to Derek and Missy's page. Look at Leroy. That boy right there, I truly believe could take his class. Um, and Derek and Missy, correct me, like I don't know. I know he's a champion and grand champion in multiple registries, but what is his standing at ABKC? Because I truly think he could take the class that he's in, especially if it's pocket or standard.
Is my
Yeah, I
fucking
mean,
lights on?
Yeah, they actually just put Mr. Leon
hey,
is coming
Christina.
for him.
Hello,
What's
Christina.
up, Michael?
Sorry.
Hey, Christina. What's up,
What's up, y'all?
Yes, lights are fucking on.
girl? Oh my gosh.
Well, no, they actually weren't, but thanks.
Okay.
I mean,
Sorry about late getting you in. I don't know how long you were sitting there backstage, Michael. I was perusing the comment section trying to see if there were
Not too long.
questions to keep up.
Hello, everyone.
What's
Hey,
up? Hey,
I had an appointment this evening and just got done, so good to see everybody.
welcome to the party.
yeah.
Hope everything went well.
We're talking some dogs tonight, ain't we?
Oh heck
Oh
yeah!
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Definitely.
Michael. So we're gonna go ahead and throw you in the pool right away. Throw you in the deep end and
Let's
get you up
go.
to date on everything. Who do you got taking nationals?
What class?
No, who's our
The crown.
best of breed for American Bully specifically?
Man, that's tough.
Isn't it? It is. It is.
It's going to be hard to beat Apollo this year, man. There better look out. That's the man has came in and smashed by storm. It's hard to overlook just how fast that dog Grand Champ, and if that's not a threat to anyone, it should be.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of good-looking dogs. That dog that Thaddeus has got right now, Hellraiser.
Hellraiser. I
That
said
was
Hellboy. Thank you.
it's a Hellboy son.
Yeah.
He's a beast. Um, I will say that you just never know with nationals. It's such a big stage, and it's kind of like fight night, man. Like you can pick who you want before the fight. When you get both people in the ring, it may look different. It just depends on who's got their game face on and who brings it that night, who's got the right energy. There's a lot of components that come together to win on that kind of stage.
Right.
And it's looking at just the dogs sometimes. It's all that matters, but there's a lot of things that go into making the dog run as smoothly as possible.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I would say that when it comes to the best of the best, everything comes into play. And so, man, there's a lot of big dogs going to be there this year. This is going to be a great nationals.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Hey, and everyone that's watching, put in the comments who y'all think that's going to win it too, because I would love to see. I see some names over in the comments, but I would love to see everyone's personal favorite for it because there's so many possible winners. There's so many dogs that deserve that light. And like Michael said, it comes down to the fine details when you're talking about dogs of this altitude. Like they have reached their pinnacle and they're all competing against each other, and it's the fine details. Again, going back to the one in Houston, where it was Grand Champion Zeus, Grand Champion Blue, and Grand Champion Hangman. Hangman on that down and back walked right into that stack and did not move. And that's what took it, because literally he was just he kept making them go around. It was just that one thing.
Yeah.
And so, man, there's so many dogs that could take it, but it's the fine detail. It is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That just, man, that either comes naturally or it don't. And some dogs, like they can pick it up to a degree, but to be able to do it on a stage with that much intensity, and like, because if we're feeling that kind of tension, God knows that's going straight down the lead. So those dogs had to have been tight, and to be able to perform to that degree
Over
and over again. Yeah, man, it's insane, but it's
over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There's something to be said about. We're lagging there. There's something to be said about all the work that goes into it, and then it's like the dogs, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they know they're competing, and they know that is a big stage. They're aware of that type of thing, I do believe. And you never can tell how a dog's going to handle that.
Right. Oh, no, for
No,
sure.
you're absolutely right. There's so many different factors, like you said. Like literally, people were holding signs
It's
up.
not
and
just the other dog's energy, but it's other people's energy.
Exactly. The atmosphere. We feel it. They feel
Everybody's on the edge of their seat. Everybody's heart rate's up. Everybody's, like, you have to imagine, like, the dog's senses, just how much they pick up on in that room and how it affects them, And some dogs soar like eagles in that environment, and some shrink. You just can't really predict that.
Yeah.
Yep. I will say that at that point, most of them are used to the hype, used to the excitement. Most dogs that are at nationals have been in that show before, but when they're up against the other best of the best, it's something different. And the handlers are nervous in a different way, and it's just a lot, man. It's
watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait
amazing.
for it. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, for
Hey,
sure.
there's a lot of there's definitely a Apollo fan club.
Oh, ain't no doubt.
Man, that's not only just in the comments, but that have joined the fan club of Apollo, with his run. And shout out to William DeBose. I know he's in the comments. And man, what you're doing and the humbleness that you're doing it with, and you and man, Angel really teaming up together, like, man, it's been a thing of beauty to watch.
Yeah. Mike, you must got your window down, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of background noise.
No, I don't. got everything up. Everything's
He rolled it up right before he said that. He rolled it up right. The
No,
sound
I
went
don't.
away.
No.
trying to plug back in and see if it's better.
The sound. He's like, I don't know what y'all are talking about. I don't know what. Y'all...
Is that better?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
When
plugged
once
back
you
into
rolled it
the
up,
car speaker.
we didn't hear it anymore.
Right.
Right. Okay. I had unplugged from the car speaker so my wife could use it, and then apparently the background noise is too much unless you're there.
I wasn't trying to use it. I was trying to turn off my Waze app.
Try to turn it on or off.
Off.
Oh, off.
Oh gosh.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
William. He definitely had the window down.
yeah, it was. I had half the windows in the car down. I'm about to.
It sounded like all of them, but
I'm about to know. Man, this is gonna be a hard one for me to miss, man. I'm almost certain I'm not gonna be able to go this year. Really, really tough for me, man. You just have a lot going on at the end of this year, and I know I'm not gonna be able to be there.
Your mom.
But my family is coming down for the holidays, and it's the first ever holiday with my mother for me.
wow, that's big,
And
man.
That is big.
yeah, I'm getting to spend that with my mom, and so I'm really excited about that.
Cool.
But it's a heck of a week for it to be on, ain't it?
Yeah. But
So
no, it
did
definitely
y'all
comes
pick
first.
earlier? Did y'all pick earlier of who you thought?
Me and Amanda did. I don't think Bruce actually said who's his is.
Man, we
so.
got.
Y'all lose me here in a second. I'll be right back. I got this one little bad spot coming
Oh.
up.
Oh, you know
All
what
right.
my pick was, anyways.
Who's
I
that?
guess I talked so much earlier. I talked my way on out of it, huh?
You really did.
Hey,
Go on record.
Hey, this Team Apollo over here, baby. You know I'm pulling for Apollo.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
it's
for
funny
sure.
that we're in agreement on that because the dog truly is something different when it comes to XLs. You don't see that level of breed type in the XL world to that degree. Like, he's got it, man. He really does. And I'm not going to say he's the only one, but he is an amazing dog.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. And again, like you missed it, Michael, but I was pretty much, I was saying that like, because of the connections we've been able to make and because of all the beautiful dogs we've been exposed to throughout our, our tenure, like I am going to be ridiculously stupid happy for any of our people with those beautiful dogs, like to win, like to take the crown. I'd be so proud and so happy for every single one of them. I think for me, I think it would take it to another level to see a female win though. But at the same time, it wouldn't matter though, because I'm so happy. I'd be so happy to see any of the other ones win, any of them, because they work so hard. The dogs look so good, and I'm just proud to know them. But yeah, it'd be cool to have a female win. It'd be cool. I don't know if it's been
What
done
female
before.
are you pulling for?
Oh, Piggy.
Piggy.
I know. I figured it was Piggy. I really like Piggy, man.
Piggy's a beast.
Yeah. Hey, Tez, I agree. Talking about Grand Champion Samson. I wish Grand Champion Samson would show up to nationals. I
I
want to put hands on
would
that
too,
dog
man.
so bad. I
I
know he was at
would too.
ICDR Nationals last year. My wife was there. She got to see him. But everything he throws, like Grand Champion Zeus or Zion. What's
Zion.
Zion.
Zion? Thank you. That
Yeah.
boy, Grand Champion Skywalker. Look at this boy's history and look what he's producing out there. The levels of champion and grand champion, and how he's throwing himself numerous times. It's wild. Samson is not talked about enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
Madden. Just that Samson line, Mark and Tamara Wagner, like, man, huge shout out to y'all and what y'all are doing.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, that was, I mean, he's the kind of dog that just knocks it out of the park in and of himself, but like to produce the way he does as consistently as he
Golden
does.
Bear.
Yeah.
Yes, Golden Bear is beautiful.
I don't know if I've ever seen
Beautiful.
a golden bear in person.
I haven't seen him in person. What's it? Bully Barn owns him, and just a beautiful. I think he's inbred Samson's son. So Samson bred to a Samson daughter, which produced him, and he's just makes your jaw drop when you see like
Mm.
pictures of him and videos, and it's just like, man, how balanced of a dog that you can have with that mass.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's, and to be able to not just have the balance, but to have the movement. Because I mean, a dog can be balanced, but if it don't move well, then that balance is for nothing. And thus far, his productions move move well, and I love that.
Yeah, yeah, Tez, he might be overseas. You might be right.
Oh, okay. So Justin said, I have a question relating to bulldog breeding. Challenging questions. Why do bully breeds have so many skin related issues, including producing yeast? Where does that come from? And what diet can causes that yeast, especially when being fed raw diet? Uh, low key, Michael, I low key kind of feel like that's your wheelhouse, bro. Like I want to know what I want to pick your brain as to what you think it is. Ah, he left me right as I see. That's what happens. I put him on the spot and he left.
Yeah,
I would
Dang.
think. I would think some
literally.
dogs. Go ahead, Caleb.
Who trains?
Two
Sorry.
trains?
That's right.
Go ahead, Bruce.
I think it's the dog food, and see, like, I don't know what kind of raw is he feeding them. Um, it still might be allergic to chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Or beef. You know, maybe he can either, try either one, try either or. If he's feeding beef, maybe he should try chicken.
Mhm.
You know,
Or lamb
but
or fish.
because, say for instance, I had a dog. I got one of them dogs that Trayvon had, right?
Mhm.
So she had some kind of like some sores on her, and so I changed her dog food. So when I changed her dog food, it stopped.
Ah,
So I don't know what kind of dog food he had. He had her on, but she was allergic to the dog food. It was just small spots. It wasn't, like hot spots. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So I swapped the dog food, and it literally went away in like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. Hey, I really like these questions that are being asked too. Tez put, how many times do you line breed until you feel like it's too much? And then Malik actually followed up and said, why do you guys feel that people don't implement inbreeding as much as the OGs? I like these questions because I am a big advocate for more line breeding. And I think a lot of the breedings that are taking place are outcross after outcross, and they're looking for an anomaly. And then when that anomaly hits, everyone uses that dog to breed to. And it's like, they will never, ever, ever produce themselves. Like, there's no way for them to produce themselves. It was a freak factor that they were even produced because it was an outcross to an outcross to an outcross. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
look at their litter mates, look at their parents. Like, they're different for a reason. But I like this because, again, I'm a huge advocate. If you look at our program, I like line breeding. You
Yeah.
build consistency with line breeding.
Hmm.
Now, the question where when
Browser
it's too much,
connection.
you're going to start seeing flaws, and you're really going to start seeing when you're breeding it too much because flaws are starting to show up that normally aren't there. If
Yeah.
you always have a clean bite and you just continue to line breed, and then you start having an underbites and undershots,
Hmm.
that just
Yep.
starts to show up. You want too
And then it is
much.
a bitch to have it taken. Yeah, to breed it out
And
again.
that's just an example. Like, there's so many different things. Like, the flaws start to present themselves that that weren't normally there.
Hey, and you know what? With that being said, Caleb, what was the guy that we had on not long ago, from Georgia. Um, Remember he said that he only go like 2 times. You know what I'm saying? In his
Oh,
blood.
Nikki Westbrook.
Nick, yeah. The reason is that is because he know he can't go more than that. Obviously, he done tried to try it. You know what I'm saying? If you know your lineage, you'll know how far to go down the line with your lineage. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Till you start having flaws. So that's why he said that no more than twice, 2 times. And he know he got to go back and outcross.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that
And
Some
I
then
people,
feel like
some
that's
people,
pretty
some people know their blood like that, and some
much.
people don't. But that's when trial and error comes in at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it one more time. I'm gonna try it 3 times. Just like me and you had that conversation when you came over here Sunday. Remember? And we had that conversation, and I said, no, I'm not gonna go that way because it'll be bringing it right back up to the front.
yeah.
Mhm.
Same difference.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
you do have to know your blood, and that is where a lot of those OG breeders have it right. And it's a learning curve. You definitely, I mean, it takes literally watching every single litter you produce grow before knowing how, like where you want to go to make those improvements, where you want to go to start taking away all these flaws that you're starting to see, like the rye jaw, underbite, east west, high rear, straight stifles. Like they have to wait for these pups to actually grow before you
Yeah.
can actually determine whether or not your dog is actually truly indeed outproducing themselves, and that's where you want to head.
Yeah. And
Also,
then
also on that same note, like for us, my program is our program is in such a developmental stage right now that like I can't plan 2 or 3 generations out right now because I got to see what accomplishments I've made and what is actually uh, like what ground we've covered in the decisions we're making right now. I, I I may have had more success than I know yet, or I may still need to dig down in some of the same areas that I shot at this time. It just depends on how things play out,
Mhm.
and you can't know that, when you've been doing it 10 years and you have a few different things in, a few generations in, then you can do that. But when you're building and you don't have your own blood yet, your own
Mhm.
thing,
You
then
have no idea how it's gonna shake out yet.
yeah. So
Mhm.
that's another perspective of it there too. That's where I'm at with it.
Hey, and another thing too. I hope I ain't talking too much, y'all. But anyway, like a lot of people don't like too many eye crosses in their lineage. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't. I don't know. I don't know why. But let's just say, for instance, your mentor Caleb, what's his name? Anthony
Antonio McClenny.
Antonio McClinney. All right. So the lineage he had, they were scatterbred. You know what I'm saying? But he was breeding, but his dog was consistent.
Mhm.
They was consistent. But people don't understand. Well, man, he's scatterbred. They're gonna be doing this and they're gonna be doing that. They're gonna look like this. No, not all the time. If you find that consistency, if you find the right recipe and you start breeding, guess what? You're gonna have this. I don't care if he is scatterbred bread, you're gonna have that same consistency coming
Yeah.
on down the lineage. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
absolutely. And I think to your point, Bruce, is like you've got to, I mean, that's where studying, not just, the phenotype and genotype, but like literally you're looking at all of the other productions that those dogs, their aunts, their uncles, their cousins, their
Yep.
siblings, like you're looking at how all these other dogs are producing. So you already kind of know what that blood's going to produce on that end. So I mean,
Yep.
you've got to do the research, but that's ultimately what it is that confidence. Like it's consistent because you already know how your blood's going to work with that blood because it's happened before. It's
Yep.
tried and true, really.
And I'm gonna tell you another man that's really doing it the right way. And I got to take my hat off to her, and that's Caleb. You know what I'm saying? So when Caleb first started with this techno line, I thought he was just going to stay techno, 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 techno. And I was saying to myself, man, he gonna have to get out of that techno line. And he started branching out. He started out crossing.
Mhm.
And now he's bringing new blood into his line, so he would be able to continue to breed techno line also and straighten this line back up with techno line. And his dog's gonna be right. His dog gonna be nice.
Absolutely. We will never breed ourselves into a corner. And Antonio, like to go to his program, I got to say this. He would, man, hit me if I didn't. Antonio started with a female, Muggleton's Blue Shiricon. And so that is actually Grand Champion Rick Ross's mom, and that is Champion Yokozuna mom. So
Mm-hmm.
that's actually how he started his lineage. So he had females that were ready for Yokozuna, and he bred Yokozuna to a lot of females that were off Rick Ross. So it was all branched off of a female, just like with Kazon Thomas, how he did it with Destiny. Like Antonio started the same way. Like, and I think a lot of people need to look at that, especially if you're getting in breeding. The female is the key. And if you line breed, if you get a female that's got that pheno and that chino together, a line bred female that shows her pedigree, the look of it, and you line breed off her, that mitochondrial DNA is going to dictate every single breeding, and it's going to give you future studs. Those studs that are made, they're made from that female. It's not really made from the male. The male's doing very, very small portions of the breeding. It's that female that's creating that stud. But I said I'd
And
make that very clear.
and so look, so when Antonio's bred to that, really bred out to that Gotti stuff, Dax blood,
Ichiban, man.
Mm-hmm.
Ichiban is that like that the not known brother as well as Dax, because Dax overshadowed him. You know,
Yeah.
Dax and Ichiban got the same mom.
right? Same blood, same blood.
Yes.
The
But
reason
no
I
one
said
talks
that
about
because
Ichiban is because Dax overshadowed him.
right,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And I,
why
and
that's
I,
why
I
I
do,
said that's why I said Dax anyway.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
do feel like Ichiban had, bless him. I think he had more. I think he had way more balance than Dax.
100%.
Dax is obviously just a little bit more of an overdone dog, which, as Fam has said, made him the crux, and that's important to note. But Ichiban had where Dax was overdone, Ichiban had the balance that you would need to clean it up, and already built him, so kind of made him a little bit more valuable, I feel.
Yeah. Hey, and I like what's taking place in the comments. There's a lot of good things that are taking place right there. And I see that they were asking, would you breed two line bred dogs together? That's the only way I'm looking for an outcross, really, is a line bred dog that's really going to add something because I know what they're going to add. A scatterbred dog, you're really shooting in the dark because you don't know what that dog, unless they have productions on the ground. There is those anomalies
Right.
that can produce themselves,
Yeah.
even though they're
Yep.
scatterbred. There is those. Genetics is crazy. Like you can do that.
Yeah.
And if you're bringing that dog in that's really producing themselves, it doesn't matter if they're line bred or not. Their productions speak for themselves. But if
Mhm.
I'm looking for an outcross, I'm looking for a line bred outcross because I know exactly what I'm bringing in instead of guessing and hoping that that outcross is to let your blood breathe and to bring something in and then go right back
Right
tightly
back in.
line bred,
Mhm.
tight. That next breeding is the most important part.
Yep.
Yeah, the rebound.
You got to seal that in and bring in get what you did that breeding for, but that next breeding is what makes it consistent.
Yeah, it ties it back in for sure. No, it is the rebound, and it's. But again, just as you guys were saying earlier, like you've got to know when that's appropriate, when that's necessary, and usually, yeah, it's usually after two line breedings, and then you're like, okay, I think it's time for an outcross, and then even better. And one thing that you've done, Caleb, that I think is fantastic, is you've created that outcross for yourself.
Hmm.
Because man, nothing's a bigger flex than that shit. I'm telling you, like if you're able to literally create your own outcross, so it's still in house, but it isn't. That man, that was a very, very powerful move that you did. So that it definitely deserved flowers for that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I
Man.
think you
I do.
said something big right there when you're running two different lines in your program and you can outcross within your own camp. That's how it's done for sure.
Oh yeah, that's longevity, and it can and you can continue with that. That's the beauty of it. Just like he said earlier, he's like, we're not going to literally breed ourselves into a corner, and it's really easy to do that when you literally are working with just one blood. You're
Yeah.
working with just one bloodline. It's just like you really can do that very, very quickly. But this he can sit there and he can perfect it and tweak it over several generations, all in house. And that's pretty freaking wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Definitely.
Tez is talking about quarantine and talking about Yoko, and I agree with you on both of those. Those are both those that aren't tight line breedings that can produce themselves over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Those are those anomalies that are able to do it. Like some dogs just have that producing power, and it doesn't
That's
come
right.
across often. Samson,
Yep.
he has it.
I
Hmm.
was gonna say
Uh,
that.
Yeah.
I call it sticky blood.
Sticky
yeah,
blood. Yeah, no, that's fair. No, that's
It's
appropriate. Yeah.
it's like once you've been handing down traits and honed in on something and it gets to a certain point, it seems like it doesn't matter if it's line bred, tight, or outcross or scatterbred. It seems like it shows its face no matter what.
yeah,
Oh yeah, it's coming out no matter what breeding. Yeah, I mean, you could breed it to something in like way off.
Brim
It's still
Brim blood is a good example of that.
yeah.
100%.
You can't have brim in there anywhere without seeing it on the dog's face.
Oh, that head structure is just insane. It is
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
distinct. It is so
Same thing
distinct.
with Samson. There's several, but those are two good examples of dog. Genesis was a good example of that.
Yeah,
Uh,
Mhm.
Genesis's offspring are very easy to spot most of the time.
yeah, you're
And
right.
so,
It doesn't
Sure.
matter what color, like the top skull, the headpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Like you
mhm,
can
Oh,
really
even
identify
the
its identifying
eyes.
factor. Yeah,
Yeah,
oh, absolutely.
mulatto's another example. Mulatto shows her blood really well.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
She's
Malik said King Zion. I agree. King Zion is a
Oh,
producer, and he's
100%.
not
100%.
tightly bred, but you can see something that's off King's Island and know where it came from.
Hmm.
Mhm. Hey, look, I got a question for y'all. Um, so I know a few guys that does it like this. So if they need to break up their lineage, right? All right, they need an outcross. Some people look at a dog and want the genome phenotype, right?
Mhm.
Okay, but they got to they want to breed to another line bred dog, at least like 3 generations line bred. Just say for instance somebody else blood. So they want to breed to that. What I'm trying to say, they want to breed to that dog that's line bred. They don't want to breed to a scatterbred dog. You see what I'm saying? How would y'all rather breed to a scatterbred dog that's knowing they what they throwing, knowing they throwing good pups, all right?
Mhm.
So and you got a dog here, they don't want to cross their pedigree up. They want their pedigree to line up
Mhm.
because this dog they breeding to, they pedigree line up all down through the lineage. You see what I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
do.
So which way would y'all go? Does it matter to you?
I'm gonna breed to the dog in front of
That's
me.
yeah.
I mean, I like lining up the lineage, but if it's a proven producer and I know exactly what I'm gonna get from him,
Yeah.
I mean, that's yeah, it's a no-brainer. I'm gonna go with the proven producer. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, I want to bring in mass, and he's throwing clean fronts and whatever I'm trying to,
Right.
whatever I'm doing the breeding for. If he's producing that, yes. And then I'm gonna go back something with tight on my
Right.
yard,
Right. You'll
and I'm
venture
gonna lock
out.
those traits
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it does boil
But I
right down
always look
to
at the
yeah.
dog first. And I
Mhm.
think people should. You've got to look at the dog in front of you, like before. The dog in front of me has got to interest me enough to look at the pedigree.
Yeah.
And then if I want both of them to line up, a lot of people say, like this, like Ped or Pheno. Why can't you have both? The dog should look like the pedigree, especially if bred correctly. So the dog in front of me has got to interest me enough to look at the pedigree, but I want both of them to line up for what I'm doing. But to answer your question, I would go with the dog that's throwing that. I've seen the consistency. The proof is in the pudding, as they say.
Certainly.
I would say the same thing. I agree with all that. I would say that there's two different sides to that. I think when you've got puppies that are available, people want to look at the pedigree, and because they only believe so much of what they see otherwise. But when it comes to choosing a dog for something you're trying to produce or something you're trying to bring into your program, I think productions trump it all. When a dog's a proven producer, it's that's the most important thing, because that's what's going to get you what you need. But it's nice when they both line up, Caleb. You know what?
Yeah, it is. But see, that's the thing though.
It
You
don't
really don't
always line
know.
up.
That's right. It don't. It
Genetics
look
are
good on
weird.
paper. It look good on paper, but it just don't always line up.
Well,
Yeah.
that's genetics, right?
Right.
Hmm.
That's just like football, whether it be the NFL or fantasy football. You can pick all the players and make the dream team you want, but that don't mean you're going to win. It don't work like that.
Oh, no,
Sometimes
absolutely.
things go together well, and sometimes they don't. You can't really predict that until it's proven.
Hmm.
Yup.
Once it shows that it works, well, then it works. But until it does, you just can't bet on it.
And see,
Yeah.
the reason I ask that is because people think scatterbred dogs is always inconsistent.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I mean, and there's funny enough, there's actually something to be said about even dogs that have they're scatterbred that have a lower COI, just constantly producing themselves. It doesn't make any sense, but like if that's what you're looking for, they have what you're looking for, and even if their COI is lower than the line bred dog you were looking at, but they have consistently produced themselves against anything else they've ever been bred to, then I would say that might actually be the safer bet, because then at that point you could afford to, just like Caleb said, immediately after bringing it back, rebounding back to a tightly line bred dog without creating too much of a mess.
Mhm.
You do too many, tight enough line breedings, even if it's another line bred dog, that's again more potential problems you're gonna have to clean up if they don't mesh.
I think going to a line bred dog is more of a calculated risk.
Very much so.
But again, the productions, you're seeing the body of work that stud can
Mhm.
do. So you go off of the facts that are in front of you instead of what you're hoping that's going to come out of the pedigree.
Yeah.
But again, when they all line up, that's what's beautiful about it.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
Joseph, that's what I like what he put. That's why you play the game. That's what's fun about breeding.
You got
We're
to play the
all
game.
trying to make a perfect dog, but there is no perfect dog. We're just trying to get as close to the standard. And I hope
Yes.
that's
Right.
why people are breeding. And I put
Yeah.
emphasis on that, as close to the standard as we possibly can get. I know we all try to tiptoe across that line, and the
Yeah.
standard does too. Like how much mass we can bring into these dogs, but still have a fully functional dog
Mhm.
with the angulation, with the clean. And it's fun because we're always going to be hunting it.
That's right.
Here's one of the trickiest things about breeding too that you can't leave out of this little part of this conversation is hybrid vigor, right?
Mhm. Yes.
So for anybody that doesn't know exactly what that is, the best way to explain it is it's when the mom and dad production is better than both of them, right? And a lot of times, some of the best dogs we've ever seen are hybrid vigor. Not all the time, but half the time.
Yeah.
And you don't hardly ever see 2.0s with hybrid vigor because it's got to be handled a certain way and it's not handled like anything else. So when you have these dogs that are one-offs, they'll be the most exceptional dog. It's like Shaquille O'Neal. But Shaquille O'Neal's parents don't look like him, and his kids don't either.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
It is,
And,
yeah,
Yeah.
oh,
and
absolutely.
some of the best dogs in the game are that way. And so the
Sadly
ones
so.
that are exceptional phenotypically and that also can produce their own, that's something different. But the problem is, to the outside, to the untrained eye, you can get on the hype train real quick with some of these dogs that are hybrid vigor, and you can spend all the money in the world behind them, but you'll never get that dog.
Hmm. Well,
And
You
it's
that's
hard
said
to know it's hard to be experienced enough to know the difference in those two things.
why I love seeing multiple, members of the same litter being,
Yeah.
performing well in the ring. You've got, I mean, oh gosh, I mean, it was, grand champion Juno and Ragnar and Cerberus and Hangman. I mean, 4 grand champions out of one single litter. You could pretty much kind of narrow that down to not being hybrid vigor on either parent's part.
That's
I
right.
love that, because I mean, I kind of look at that. So when you look at success, look at the whole litter. And now I can see why people, when they're producing these litters and they're, trying to find the right homes for them, so many of them are like, no, 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 believe me, I know what I've got. I want them to go to show homes, because they
yeah.
know that is, again, also, it's a massive flex, because you're just like, see, they're all going to turn out like that, or most of them are going to turn out like that. So if that's the case, then, you're really, doing heavy work and a lot of heavy lifting in order to improve the breed as a whole.
Yeah. Hey,
And
I
then
like
and
this question,
go ahead.
Michael. I'm going to ask you this question because it ties into what you're talking about with the hybrid vigor. Malik asked
Mhm.
That's what I
this.
wanted to
I
ask
have
him
a
too.
question for you guys. Let's say you create your exact perfect idea of a dog. What's next? What breeding do you do with that dog to try to lock in those
It
traits?
depends on whether it's already line bred or scatter bred, or if it's hybrid vigor or not. It depends on what it took to get there. Like, let's say if you would have to know that and have a specific dog to bounce this off of to be able to answer that question, because that's just genetics, right? You have to look at all the probabilities, and they're different in every dog. And so, that's that's a tough question to answer without that information. So
And Mike,
if we pick a dog, we can take a shot at it. Pick a dog, pick a
yeah.
non-biased dog. Just any dog that's maybe not perfect, but a dog we can use as an example for this. That we know the pedigree. Let's use Genesis for example. Okay, Genesis has got a lot of line bred in him, right?
Mhm.
So you know you would want to have that other, just like what you're doing. You'd want to have that second line in your program that you've been formulating in the generation simultaneously with this closest version to to perfect that you've built, and so that you can do an outcross without it being outside of your program, with another line that you have in unison with the one you're building.
Uh,
Yes, we talked about that before, Mike. And when you was on here, you said there's a way you can
Hey,
break
But that
that curse
depends
of hybrid
on
bigger.
whether it's that sticky blood or not and
yeah.
stuff. Some,
I
He's
said,
breaking
got that
up.
sticky
You
Wi-Fi.
breaking up.
He's got that sticky Wi-Fi. Oh.
yeah, you breed back to the same blood
Mhm.
here.
To
The
break the
genetic.
curse of the hybrid
Yeah.
bigger.
Am I back?
yeah, you're
Yeah.
Yeah.
back.
Okay. I was saying, that you double down.
Yeah,
Mhm.
You go back to the same blood. When you
tight.
get hybrid vigor, you tie it right back to the same blood.
Mhm.
Okay. I remember you
You
saying
double
that.
down. You double down. So so on that note, if you can have the foresight where you're going to get allegedly hybrid vigor, and you're going to have to double down. You don't want to be
producing that hybrid vigor third generation into that line breeding, because then if you have to double back down, you're too far in.
Mhm.
So ideally, you'd want to produce that hybrid vigor on the second generation, so
Yeah,
you
you
can
agree.
still go right back in and not be too far in to start having
Yeah.
smaller heads, smaller things going, and regress.
Right,
Uh,
right. Yeah, that's what
and the
Sean was saying, is to bring it back to its original blood. Yep.
yeah, yeah, that's how you do it. It's amazing to me, um, how many legendary dogs they don't have a 2.0. And it's like, okay, this dog's 4 years old, this dog's 6 years old, this dog's 8 years old, and there's no clone.
Yeah.
And it's funny that there's so many top dogs that they just haven't figured that out with. Maybe they've tried, maybe that dog just can't do it, but
Yeah,
there's a
I like
lot
what
of those
Ellis
out.
put. Ellis put something very good. Use your litter-mate productions to go back into, because that's as tight as you can get without actually doing inbreeding.
Mhm.
And I think that's the proper way to actually, that's the safest way to do it. Now, we talked about inbreeding. If you produce a very, very good male, like Malik, to go back to your question, and I'm going to answer like that you think is the perfect male, man, that's the time you do the testing and things like that. But you start to look at an inbreeding, that's when you start to look at it. And I would only recommend you ever go back to the father. So if he produces a female that's as close to that as you're looking for, then you can start, of course, if the testing and things like that, because you're doubling down on everything. But that's when I would look at an inbreeding, is when I have the male that really is what I've been trying to create.
Yeah.
And then he throws a female that's very, very close in pheno to him. And
Yeah,
it's, like you were talking
That
about,
becomes a zero.
not line breed all the way to that, because now it's too tight.
Mhm.
That's when you go to a
Mhm.
litter mate with an outcross or something like that, then tie it
Yeah.
back to yours.
yeah. To be
But if
more
you've
Yeah.
specific,
outprocessed
that's what I
enough,
meant when I said double down.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to inbreed right back in, man. And you do. It would benefit you to it be more. And you're dealing in probabilities all the way around this, right?
Yeah.
From one end of it to the other. We're saying you do this, and this is what you get, but you're just dealing in probabilities. But that's your highest probability of success. But you would want to definitely go to the dad and not back to the mom. And that mitochondria DNA, you can get it in over your head right there, Bruce. I know you can. You know, we've had this conversation.
Oh yeah. And you know what? What's crazy about this, man, that we's talking about this it's like, people don't inbreed, they don't line breed. They said it's, in other words, against the law in reality, just saying that, so to speak. But they don't understand line breeding can also fix things. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
can also fix things. But people just don't do it because I don't know, I guess they just scared of it or never done it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. But that's how I always bred. I always line bred. Well, inbred too, inbreeding too. So
Well, line breeding to some degree is inbreeding at any level, right?
it is, yeah.
It seems to be coined as inbreeding when it's really tight, but even distant line breeding is still inbreeding,
By
right?
technicality. Yeah.
By
Yeah, in
technicalities,
yeah.
right?
And
But what you call line breeding is what a lot of people call inbreeding, Bruce, right?
right. I know.
Yeah. But that's because you've been doing this a long time. And where
Yeah.
you come from and where this whole thing came from, it was a lot more understood that this is just what it is with dogs. And it's not the same with dogs as it is with people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The gene pool's bigger. It's a different thing.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh. Yeah. No, absolutely.
100%.
Just like with chickens. And you know a lot about that too, Bruce.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You
Yes,
don't
he
have to be
does.
careful
I went
of
over there on Sunday. He's got chickens everywhere.
yeah. You don't have to be careful about who's related to who with chickens.
Hey, Mike, man,
What?
look. not cutting you off,
No,
but
I'm
it's
done.
so different, man. Breeding chickens and dogs. You know what
It
I'm
is.
saying? If I got one family of birds, right? Just say if I got a trio, a male and two female, if y'all don't know what a trio is, okay? And so if I breed one female or one female and just say we're gonna say the other female hen, right? I mean, we're gonna say the other hen. So if I'm breeding this one hen and I get stags and put it off of this, right? I could take I could take a stag and bring it back to the mom and keep it separate. That's a different family. And it won't have no, you can't do it but like one time, right? Because the feathers will start showing up different. So that's one family right there. And I could take the same brother, another brother, and go to the sister, or vice versa. You still can breed the same, but and
And
you don't
never
have
have
to
no problems.
never have no problems at all.
Yeah.
How? I don't know.
It
I don't
has to do
know.
with the gene pool with chickens. They're designed in nature. They breed amongst their own a lot closer
Yeah.
than
Yeah,
different
yeah.
Yeah,
species are different with that, and so kind of according to how nature does, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah. 100%.
Uh,
yeah.
yeah,
It's crazy though,
yeah,
man.
it
Hey,
Yeah,
is
hey,
very very interesting.
hey, we have a good question right here too, and I want
yeah,
to make sure we
Chris.
hit this. Christopher Holiday. So,
Yep.
which way is better, daddy daughter or mommy son? Daddy daughter. I've never ever ever recommending breeding the son back to the mom.
So he's
Never
trying to
do
It's
get
that.
been
clarification
done.
on what we just said. That's what we're saying. Yeah.
Yes, but
Okay.
Yeah.
yes, daddy daughter. The mitochondrial DNA, in my opinion, is too strong to breed back to her and double down on all the DNA that's coming from the female.
Yeah.
100%.
So, daddy daughter.
Dad and daughter
And that's
always.
because the female is XX and the male is XY, and the Y is what determines the sex of the puppies. So as far as DNA, he's contributing that one X, and that's it. The female's two
Yep.
X's, even though it's just two X's and him's one, it's exponentially more strands of DNA than his.
Yeah.
And I was amazed to learn at like how exponential, right? So it just and this is not a locked in number, but this is just like he might be contributing 9 strands of DNA and she's
Yeah.
contributing like 10,000.
I remember you calling me and telling me that, and I was
It's
like,
that big a
"What?"
difference. So it's like so when you double down back from the mom, you're getting tight real easy. You're getting over your head real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'd
you
Hey
rather.
Chris,
really got to
man,
know
we
what
was
you're
talking about
doing.
chickens. Chris, we were talking about chickens, man, by the way. So don't never breed.
Yeah.
don't never breed. Don't
Yeah,
never
don't
breed.
ever yeah.
I can tell you what you could get. I tell you what you would get out of that, man. Don't do
Yeah, chickens.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
I can't deal with it. Uh,
Hey, look,
Adam had actually
chickens are
asked several questions that he is saying that we didn't answer. So, Adam,
okay.
the
I'll get
hairspray I
right at
use,
them.
the hairspray I use, I don't use hairspray. Are you talking about on the dog's paws? Because that's Frizzy's travel size.
Yeah, that's what he was talking
Uh,
about. That
Michael, what
was
is your
earlier.
barber? Who is your barber, Michael? Because that's what he wanted to know. Um,
I'm my barber.
and then he was asking what dogs from Alabama are going to make us proud at nationals. I already know at least at minimum 2. And,
Yeah,
Man, this is a
Kiki,
great.
Levi,
and Levi. Oh, you bringing Levi
Flex,
too?
um, possibly. I'm
Mm,
campaigning for him to come, so I would like.
Flex is going
We
too.
okay. So
Yes,
3.
and
There's
we
3.
we almost skipped Serenity's heat to actually bring her
Mm,
to nationals. That girl, once she finishes this litter, whelps this litter off Grand Champion Apollo, get confirmation in 2 weeks. But
mm-hmm.
that girl will champion out in one show. One show. She is one of the most balanced XL female I have ever seen, and I am very very blessed to be able to see her every day. And
Mm-hmm.
we produced her.
Yeah, she's a beautiful animal. Definitely. So that's I definitely hope that comes to fruition because she is absolutely worth the limelight for sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, tails put breeding to a scatterbred dog can help too. It depends on what you're needing at that breeding. every breeding should be very, very, very calculated. You should have
Mm-hmm.
an idea of what stud you're looking for, on what you need, on what you lack. If you're breeding a female that's not line bred, I would recommend going to a very, very line bred male
Yeah.
that's off the same lineage as the female to start a lineage of that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but if you're breeding a very line bred female, yes, you can play a little bit more. You can go to more of a scatterbred dog because, again, the mitochondrial DNA, she's going to dictate that breeding. And what you're using that male for, hopefully he gives you, and you should look at the product of him on his offspring to see if he's producing that, and then bring that in, and then again go tight, tight, tight to incorporate that and to lock
Yeah.
that feature in. That's the whole process of what an outcross should be for.
And once again, to reiterate again, it's all probabilities, right? Let me give y'all an example of a very, very astronomically unlikely probability that I just dealt with.
Oh God.
So pressure is an NN in the IGF-1, which is a gene that has to do with the body size, right?
Yeah.
And on the embark. So there's only three options. You have II, NI, and NN. Pressure is an NN. Remy was an NI. Okay. Now, if you do a Punnett square and just, which is not a guarantee, but it just shows you like the probability is there'll be a certain percentage of this and a certain percentage of that, the way it plays out, right? So they had an 11 pup litter. Every single puppy was an NI. Every one of them wasn't an NN in the whole litter.
Hmm.
Now that's
What?
the only explanation we can have is there is no explanation. It's just genetics. Like
Are
sometimes 2 + 2 is not 4, and it's it's astronomical. It's possible, but it's not.
yeah.
It'd be easy to say it's not going to happen, but it did.
Else the female. The female was an I.
The female was NI and the male was NN. So and here's the other trip. So most of the pups look more like him than her, but none of them were NN. They were all NI. So they took all of them took that from mom, but then phenotypically, I'd say 90% of the litter looked more like dad. Yeah, when her
That makes sense.
COI was like a 35 and his is like a 22. Just
Wow.
some weird stuff happened there. A lot of weird, a lot of weird things. It just doesn't add up. And so I just want people to know that you just when somebody says, "Hey, this is your next best move," and you do it and it doesn't work out, it's not because your best buddy has slighted you
It
and
might just be
set.
because genetics are weird.
It's really
Yeah.
right. That's the thing. So it's not always that you've been hoodwinked.
Right.
Sometimes things just don't go how they're supposed to go. That's just what it is, ain't it, Bruce?
Yeah, that's right. And I'm gonna answer Ellis' question. He asked me what did I get out of the son
Yeah,
and
I want
mother
to know.
breeding.
Oh, that is right. You did
So
do that.
so at first of all, I got odd colors. So I got an all white dog, and I got a lot of white dogs with patches on it. But I didn't have no white dogs in the third generation. So after the fourth generation, it was some white dogs in the fourth generation. So I pulled all that back from the fourth generation back up front. So I also pulled up Kahop, the one that was all white. And don't get me wrong, this was American Pit Bulls. Now this wasn't a bully. This was back in the American Pit Bull days. So I had an all white one that was Kahop. He was he had an overbite and it was a high rear. So I got all three defects in that one breeding, right?
How many generations later?
No,
Did
that
it?
was I'm saying
Oh,
this was so when I bred this dog, right? So when I bred these, the brother is no that was the son and mama, right? So when I bred that, all these colors come from the fourth generation. It pulled all the way back up because I didn't have no white in my dogs. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was bred out. So it pulled back from the fourth generation white dogs
Because you inbred.
because I inbred.
Yep.
That's so that ought to tell you when you inbreed, it could go back. That told me four
Yeah.
generations and pull everything back up front. I
See,
didn't
the other
have
thing that you get is sometimes you have dominant genes
And recessive.
that become recessive, and sometimes you have recessive here and recessive there that get put together and
Double up
make
and
dominant.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And it's those polygenetic chains are so long, you can you can throw a lawn dart at it, but you really
But man,
can't
look, I,
you really
I
can't say what's going to happen there, man.
I did that
Drinking
breeding.
before you launch the lawn dart.
I
That's
did that breeding for nothing. In other words, you know what I'm saying? That
Yeah,
was a wasted breeding.
right.
Period. It
I
was wasted. The whole litter
can see why you're
was
so
flawed.
vehemently against it now. You're just
But the
like,
white
don't
one,
do it.
the white dog had more flaws than any other puppy. But I gave him all the way, man. I gave him all the way. I'm telling you that I would never do that again. And I advise
Hmm.
nobody not to ever do son to mama. And I
Dang.
have did half brother to half sister. That was perfect,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I've done that numerous
you know.
times.
Yeah.
But man, I never do son to mama again. Never.
Yeah.
Damn. Did any of those dogs end up ultimately going blind or deaf?
Nope. Only I got
Good
that.
question.
I got that out of Calahoola's breeding half brother, half sisters. Because most of the dogs, if they have a lot of white
Oh
on
yeah.
Calahoola's, they gonna be blind or they gonna be deaf. I
Yep.
I
Yeah.
don't I used to breed them too.
Or both. That
You
was
can't you can't you can't line breed them dogs like that close. You can't line breed them like that. I wouldn't even do daddy to daughter in Calahoola's.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. Catahoula's, I mean, it's oh yeah. I mean, because it's bad enough that they've got the Merle work, you've got a lot of albinism in it. It's just you gotta be really, really careful. You
Well,
got
it has to do with how long the breed has been around as well.
Yeah, that's right.
If the breed's been around for 500 years, it's a different thing than the American Bully.
I
Yep.
know, I'm 20 years
Look,
old.
my pops has been breeding bird dogs for so
Mhm.
long that this consistency is unreal. Like people literally just pick for color because it doesn't matter. You're not getting any attributes out of one than another other than different patterns. There
Yeah.
there's so much consistency. And you
Yeah.
got some bigger and some smaller, but he breeds for that. But the
Right.
consistency of the breed and the breed type, even though there's variations within the breed, it's not anything like ours.
No, in all reality, at that point, when it's a breed that's that well established, instead of breeding for obvious like appearance's sake, you're actually breeding instinct.
Hmm.
That
Yeah.
that job. You know what I mean? You're going for the exact temperament and drive necessary for that dog to work. So
I learned some things watching his program that have taught me a lot about things that I'm sure Bruce knows well about breeding just from being around it so long. And
Hmm.
I'm really proud of my pops, man. Shout out to O'Neal King, man. He really has done his thing. So they've been breeding bird dogs consecutively for 62 years.
Golly.
And
dang.
and because that they've been doing it so long, there's there's not any of that breed on the planet that don't have his blood in their pedigree because he's been doing it so long.
Wow.
He's tied in across the globe on that breed because they've been in it so long.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
wild, ain't it?
that is.
But I've seen those dogs, brother, just to tell you how things get passed down on a molecular level. I seen them dogs open their eyes today and they go out into the yard first day with the eyes open, day or two. They ain't been around any they've been in a pen. They haven't done any training, no nothing. It's the
Mhm.
first time they got their eyes good and open and they're ready to go play in the yard a little bit out there in his controlled environment. He doesn't let any it's fenced in, he doesn't let anything but his dogs out there.
All right.
Um, takes the puppy out there. Here comes a butterfly, right?
It points.
Butterfly comes in the yard and the dog points.
So now, funny story. My grandparents, they actually bred working golden retrievers, and not the cute little dainty ones you see floating across the ring. No, they were
Big,
working
boned up.
hunters.
Yeah.
And so, big, just brawny dogs, and with that wave coat, that really thick wave coat, and Fred, out of all the pups in the litter, my grandpa was trying to figure out which one he was going to keep. Right, he knew he wanted a male, so he was keeping a male. Full stop. But out of all the dogs, all the males in that last litter, because it was their retirement litter, there was one that randomly pointed. Same kind of scenario, right? They had him out in the yard. All the puppies were just kind of playing. Something, was in the brush, and he pointed. So he's like, that one. That dog never did it again.
That's wild.
He pointed once.
How
he kept
wild
that
is
dog.
that?
It was like, oh my God, Fred. Oh, Fred.
Dude, his dogs will get still. They will turn into statues with their tail sticking straight back like
It's
this,
a beautiful thing to see.
up
Yeah.
and not move, even just barely had their eyes open. And it's like, okay, that's why when you take certain things like stacking our dogs, people say, "Oh, look at that natural stack. I've never even worked that dog." Well, guess what? That dog's been worked for generations in its pedigree.
Mhm.
It's like working a flirt pole with these dogs. We've all been working American bullies with flirt poles for so long. They know exactly how to handle that flirt pole.
Mm-hmm.
It's like pit bulls with a spring pole. Man, I got buddies of mine that got game dogs that are so
Yep.
been bred so long. He's got a spring with a leather strap on it out in his backyard.
Yep.
He can go out back and pop that spring, and all these dogs are slobbering, right? Wanting a shot at it. And if you go touch any of them dogs on their chest, they'll kick their front feet back like this, beside them like this,
Yeah.
like a slingshot, ready to bounce.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, this dog's never done anything like that at all. It's just in his blood.
Mm-hmm.
Just it's wild, man. That thing that gets handed down like that. It's interesting to me. I've always been fascinated with that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's the same. I mean, again, that's how we domesticated dogs to begin with. We had enough of them for enough generations where they just became human friendly, just on a natural basis. It's and then teaching them how to do specific jobs that healers heal. Yeah, it takes generations, but they'll just naturally do it. They're just inclined. Every once in a while, you have one of those weird ones though that doesn't make any sense, like Frenchies that herd other animals. It's like, but you're a Frenchie. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Hey,
I,
there's a question. I don't want to overpass. Malik actually asked this. I know we're completely switching gears, but he said, talk about if you have something extremely nice, stud or blood, how important is it to keep it exclusive or do the opposite and share it with all who are willing to invest and are trustworthy?
mm,
Michael, what do you think?
Read that again. I was trying to listen.
So if you have a stud or blood, how important is it to keep it exclusive? Do you think it's better sharing it with people, or do you think it's better to keep that
Ooh, that's a good one.
exclusive?
I can give you a good answer on that.
I like that. Yeah, I like that question. I'd say
really?
it depends on what you're trying to do, man. To me, it depends on how exclusive it is, man. But if it's me myself, man, I'm trying to build grand champions in my program. That's what I'm here to do, and I'm not gonna stop till I do it. If I'm still breathing, that's what I'm going after for myself. If puppies get sold along the way, so be it. But that's what I'm here to do for me. And so if it's a part of my process to doing that, I'm more worried about what I'm doing with it here before I'm worried about anything else.
Yes.
Uh, that's just how I feel about it.
Could I answer that question?
Absolutely.
Please,
Of course.
All right,
please
look.
answer that, Bruce.
You have a lot of people that like to sell dogs, right? So look, if they got this one dog, okay, and they don't know if it's exclusive or not yet because they're breeding. He hasn't been bred. So if the dog started to breed, just I say for instance, just like Samson, All right. We know Samson produces itself over and over and over and over and over again, right? So you don't want to flood the market with Samson pups because, I mean, they might go somewhere else, which they can. But I'm saying that if I had Samson and he's putting out this dog, all these puppies like this, I will close them.
Yeah.
The only pup you'll get from Samson is off for Samson at the house. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
A lot of
Absolutely.
people done that over the years. If they see their dog producing, they ain't gonna let everybody have their blood. So they gonna up the price because they dog done got popular or exclusive or whatever. And the only blood that if people gonna come, they gonna want to purchase dogs from you.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
definitely.
I think you're absolutely right. At first, you got to share it with the
You
market
got
to see
to.
what the marketability of him is,
You got
and then the
to.
exclusiveness has got to come in to
Mm-hmm.
make it where not everyone's got it. So they
Right.
do
Oh yeah,
gotta.
you don't want to inundate. You don't want to inundate the market with.
I like the idea of going up every three until it gets unaffordable. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because the people
Yeah.
that
It's
are willing to
it's
invest into
it's two
him.
thousand for a stud today, and three of those, then it's four, then it's six, then it's eight, then it's
Mhm.
10, then it's 20, and if people are still buying them, then it's 40. But
Yeah,
it's gonna keep going up till people can't afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll
exclusiveness.
leave it there. And if you want it, you come get it from me.
Yeah,
That's good. That's just good marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, and that's not over flooding that blood. I don't think. There's a lot of dogs out here. But
Yeah.
if you've studied your dog 200 times and within the same range, 4 to 6 grand, whatever the case may be, you got too many of that. Like you, you be a lot of people have produced all that you've got and then some
Yep.
with your dog. And they probably surpassed you before you do anything else if you're doing that.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, and so I mean, there's and to the point made in the comments. I said, what about Rocco? If it wasn't for him, most of the big name pockets or standards wouldn't be here. But I mean, in the same breath, I mean, you're talking about dogs like Waffle House, who has sired tons of puppies, and
Or
a lot of
Dax.
which are actually grands as well as champions. And I swear there's a new one every freaking week. And then you've got Bistro, who was just knocking them out in his day, and a lot of Bistro
Hold on,
kids.
baby.
A lot of and Structure Line, same thing. Muscle Tone, same thing. I mean, you've got a lot of
Dax
these.
had a lot.
Dax had a ton, and so
Ton
it's
of
just like
infants.
there's a lot of dogs that can boast that claim. Well,
Well,
there
on the
wouldn't be
receiving
Hunt
end,
Pockets and standards that wouldn't exist without me. And it's like, well, so yeah, sure. I mean, but I do think that if it's a good dog that doesn't have a lot of health issues that you're passing down, then boast. Yeah, go ahead and put that blood out there. I mean, Waffle House is a great example. He's a very, very healthy dog. He's produced healthy pups. There's a lot of longevity there. Same with Lucky. Very, very similar in that regard. So it's just like, those ones you can kind of forgive for being studied out as much as they are, because they are producing quality, healthy dogs.
Mhm.
There's other lines that, while attractive, have heart murmurs, among other things, that are being bred out.
yeah,
Tons of pups. And you're sitting there thinking, like, yes, they look great, but they die at 5.
yeah,
Yeah.
So you've got, I mean,
yeah. There's definitely two ways to look at it. There's people that are
Yeah.
doing it for the right reason, that are really spreading the legacy and spreading the breed forward.
yeah.
Helping the breed go forward. And there's people that are doing it strictly for money
Mhm.
and aren't worried about the health issues, aren't worried about the productions and what they're passing on to generations. They're looking
Yeah.
as a quick dollar. So yeah, there's two sides of the coin for sure.
Yeah, and then on the receiving end, we can only be thankful that some of these next level dogs were put out there so much because that we
Yeah.
have good blood in the community. But
Uh,
from the breeder side of it, like, is that the route that I would want to go in my program? It depends, right? If I had that dog, but I had outproduced him as well, but say my highest production, maybe his his dad is a heck of a producer, but I've outproduced him. It just depends on what you're trying to do, man.
Yeah.
That's
What
right.
your own personal goals are, and you know what the future of your program is as far as that goes.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Hey, so real quick, so OG Ramos just came in the comments, and if y'all didn't see, Amanda just like
Oh,
nerded
gee,
out for a
what's up,
second.
baby?
I just wanted to point that
I
out.
know
OG Ramos, what's up, man?
that.
We love when he interacts, though. It's always good
What
feedback
did
from
he
him.
say?
Oh,
Oh,
he
He
said
hadn't said
hi.
nothing. Yeah.
Oh, I can barely see it. Yeah.
Well, he also mentioned that obviously making yourself accessible, making your studs and your litters accessible is it's great marketing.
marketing, yeah, marketing is key too. Like, man, a lot of
Hmm.
people have some very nice dogs, but don't market the right way or don't present themselves the right way, and they hold
Mhm.
their studs back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Miss you too, old buddy.
I know, right? Oh, we need to have him on again.
She's
Uh,
nerding out so bad right now.
I know.
Yeah.
I try to
OG
contain
Rambo, she
myself when
loves
some
you.
of
She
my
loves
like
you. We all
I
love you.
do. I know that you're not supposed to have favorites, but like I have some favorites, and like he's on the list. So it's like one of those things. It's like I need to
Hey,
have.
you talk about dogs that have left their mark that we just brought up across the community. That's a human being right there. That
What you
Yes.
say?
man, he's got more judges under his belt, more influence in history, in the foundation of these registry, man, the
Mhm.
ABKC and different things, and got more big things coming ahead of him, man,
A true advocate for the breed from day one.
from day
Yeah,
one, man.
man.
And he's got some
Yes.
bulls.
Woo! Oh
Yes, he
yeah,
does. We got
yeah.
to see them live. That was
Yeah.
cool. If
Oh,
we if he didn't live so far away, like I know we talked about going to the bonfire and drinking some beer
yeah,
and some tacos with him, but he lives all the way in California.
man.
We
Yeah.
got to
Well,
make
if
the
I
trip
ever go
sometime
out
though.
west for some reason, I'll be giving him a holler. That's for
Oh
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
you
Hey,
definitely.
William's got a good question. I like this, and I want to hit on this.
Yes.
When is the right time to raise a fee without people thinking you're about money and not the dogs? And we
Caleb,
just kind of hit on
that's a good one for you to answer, buddy.
that. Where your heart is, you know where your heart is. You know whether you're doing this for the money or you're doing this really to put your dog out there for the right breedings and really spread the love and help the class and the breed that you're specifically in get better. So I think that's a personal decision that you got to make. But like Michael was talking about, I agree with him. This is what we did with Genesis. Genesis was very sought after, and we raised him in increments after so many breedings at different rates, and it wasn't for the money. I go to work every day, like,
All right.
but we raised him to make it more exclusive and to give value to his
Yes.
puppies and to the people that invested into him as well. So
Hmm.
after so many breedings, we would raise it to a different level. And it wasn't for like 'cause when it gets higher, you get less people that are going to do it, obviously. But the
Hmm.
people that are going to invest into him, they're bringing you a female that's of quality and it's going to be a quality
Yes.
breeding and that are worthy of breeding to him.
Hmm.
But he's got to create that level to get there
That
also
demand.
too. Yes,
It's got
like
to be
you
worthy of
can't
the demand.
exactly. Thank you.
Hmm.
So it's completely up to you in where you're at in your program and what you're trying to do. But I don't think that you should keep your dog at a certain level because everyone that's invested into your program, again, the value goes to those studs that are off him, to those puppies, if you continue to raise
Yeah.
as you should.
No, I think that. I mean, that's on point. That's money right there. Because it's and the thing is what a lot of people, they're sitting there thinking like, okay, well, they're just greedy. I'm like, well, what you also don't understand is everything that's happening behind the curtain. Uh, yes, I'm raising, this particular dog's stud fee, but what you don't see is I'm also building a program behind it that's going to require more money filtered back into it in order to perpetuate it. So I mean, it's just a multitude of factors and ways that you can actually kind of like, well, yeah, I mean, I'm wanting to create a little bit more exclusivity, but when I do stud them out, I want that money to impact the program so
That's
I can
right.
keep going. So it's just, yeah,
God, I got
Yep.
so much shit going on, and barely can keep my mouth shut about the stuff that I got going on at Creek Bank, man. I can't hardly contain myself. I want to unveil at the proper time, but I got so much shit going on that I can barely keep my mouth shut. I tell you what, man, I'm
I
driving
didn't know what
myself
the hell
crazy.
was going on over here. I was worried. I was about to call mama and
Man,
see what was
I'm
going
about to have a fit. Amanda just struck a nerve with me, man. I'm about to have a
She does with
damn
me all
fit
the
over it.
time.
I
Oh,
have
we're
that
gonna talk
effect
about
on
this.
people. That's why I get fired every week. It's fine.
Man, I got so much stuff I want to tell y'all, man, but I gotta let it come in its time and say it when it's the right time and stuff. It's hard, man. Golly.
Oh,
Oh, I'm the worst at keeping
Oh,
surprises. I'm terrible at lying. I'm horrible at fibbing. Like I would be the worst person for surprises because I just
Don't
I don't so don't
oh.
tell me, man. You better surprise me
don't
too.
let it out yet, Mike. Don't let it out.
I'm
Hold
not.
on to
That's
it.
why everybody in this group knows but you what I'm talking about.
I mean, well played.
I mean, I'm just saying, I love you and I trust you enough. I just know you. And it's like,
oh my
no, I'm just kidding,
gosh.
Amanda. But not
That is
really. But
hilarious.
but
Not at all.
I'm saying, man, golly, I'm really excited though. You know, there's a lot of things that one day we
No,
will talk about right here. I guarantee you.
and I love
I
that. I love that
guarantee.
about this group, and I love that we can all come on together like this because there's such exciting things taking place in each program and each individual's life. And I love our group chat. I love that we're all positive with each other and there's no egos. And I know that this is kind of our quadcast group for, our 3 anniversary. And I want to tell y'all, like, I want all of y'all to win. I love each one of y'all successes. And I
Man, I
love that
love
there's
y'all
no
too, man.
egos. And for
Yes,
three
sir.
years, for
Same
us to be
here.
a group, 3 years.
Golly, we just said two just the other day. It seemed like.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Like
2 minutes ago. What the hell?
a lot of bands break up because of egos. A lot of different groups break up because of egos.
Yep.
And we're the
That means
most,
I've been here for over a year.
yeah, man.
Mhm.
That's what
Yep.
that means.
This is
We're a
true.
sanctified unit and we're only getting stronger as each week goes on because
Yeah.
we all talk and it's really cool. A lot of people will no one sees behind the scenes besides us because we're the ones
Yeah.
that talk. But man, we're such a unified group. It's really, really cool. It's cool to see. It's cool to be
I
a part
enjoy
of.
every little piece
I'm
of it.
blessed.
Oh yeah, no
Yes.
doubt.
Yeah, this is just one of those things where it has added such a fun puzzle piece in my life. I have experienced so much more than I could ever imagine just because I've met you guys and been able to go on adventures with you guys, and like it's just been one of those things where the damage y'all have done is irreparable.
I've learned so much from all of y'all, so much,
uh,
and I still do. And that's one of the things. Beside the fact that we all get along and we all talk together well and have different takes on different things, and it jives really good, right? But I learn every time I get on here. I learn as much as I teach, man.
Mm.
And like in a lot of places, my education is beyond my experience, and a lot, and so there's such a variety of different angles here that it's really beautiful, man. I enjoy it a great deal, and I enjoy y'all all as human beings. With all dogs aside, if every one of you never touched another dog, you'd still be what you are to me. So it's a cool deal, man, and we built something special here. I'm really fond of it.
Oh,
we
I agree.
definitely have.
Oh
And it's cool how it's all come together. It's cool how each person has been brought at different times. But like what OG
Mhm.
Ramos said a while ago, it's the perfect person at the perfect time
Mhm.
that created that. And everyone came in at a different time. But that's
yeah.
what got us here. And that's what makes
Mhm.
us who we are. The Tuesday Night Bully Talk is all of us
Mhm.
and what each person individually brings. And then our viewers, like we can't thank them enough. And the people that have been on and why we do this. And we've
We
Yes.
get such
never,
great
Yeah.
ever,
interaction on here, man. We really do. We get great interaction.
we've
Oh,
never
for real.
changed our character. We've never,
Yep.
ever gone after trying to create drama to bring viewers. we've always stayed true to the course, and we're always going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reach one, teach one, baby.
Yeah,
Hey, and you
yeah.
know what's funny though? Man, when we got started, I was the first host.
The,
I was the first host. That's crazy, ain't
Big
the
ups, baby.
first,
it?
well,
Yeah.
the first guest. He was the
The first,
first
the
That's
first
right.
guest.
Yes,
I'm
guest.
yes,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, the first guest.
Yes, me and
Yeah,
Peyton started this 3 years ago and brought
yeah.
in
I was the
Bruce as
first
the
guest, man.
very, very first guest, and we're like, "Damn, that actually went very well. Let's bring him on for this."
Yeah. Can you do this every Tuesday? Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
Oh
came on the
man.
show as a guest on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I remember
yep,
that.
yep.
Man, I was so nervous. I was so nervous. I had no idea what I was doing.
Golly.
It's
But
cool.
yeah.
Hey, but back, like that was good. We needed that sentimental moment. But back to the question. Ellis had a good question.
Yeah.
What was your best production, and what was the plan to execute? OG Ramos, I wish it was years ago when I had hair. I literally started going bald at like 19. But hey, oh, I wish we knew each other too. And man, but I'm so glad we crossed paths when we did. Like, he is such an incredible mentor, just
Yes.
watching and learning and talking. And I'm blessed to know him. But Bruce,
Yeah.
you've been breathing the longest, so I want you to answer that.
I like that.
I was thinking about that. I can't say my best production because I don't know where it's going with that because it's like I haven't always been in the show ring. You know what I'm saying? So I was there before in the show ring before ABKC.
Mhm.
When Dave came out with ABKC, I was there. But I can't say well, and I don't breathe a lot. I don't breathe a lot now.
Yeah.
I can't say, man. But I tell you what, man. My litter's always been consistent. Over the years. When I got started, it always been consistent. And Art, he's not my production, so I can't. But I just had some great dogs, man, over the years. I can't say, my best production because all of them was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will answer that too.
I was about to
And
say you better.
so a lot of people think and look at our program and they see Teddy. Teddy is the glitz and the glamour. Like, he has a lot what people are looking for.
Mhm.
But honestly, I think our best production is, we're talking about male, is Levi.
Mhm.
Levi is a very, very, very complete bull. And the reason why I say male, because I like Serenity and Trinity too. They're very, very line bred, and they're ready for an outcross like we did with Apollo. And I can't wait to see that, because what Sean said earlier, a very similar pheno, but an outcross, it can loosen the blood. You can go back tight.
Mhm.
And that's exactly what we're doing. But Levi, he's a very, very balanced bull. He has exactly the features that we're looking for in American Bully: the headpiece, the top skull, specifically the stop on the muzzle, the apple cheeks. I like his
Mhm.
forearms. I like his shoulder spread. Um, and we're really building off of Levi and that lineage, and then Teddy's our outcross to bring in more what we need.
Right.
But yeah, Levi is what we're building off of. So
You got Deuce hiding in there too.
Deuce is very, very nice. And a mulatto, I mean, Levi and Deuce have the same mom, which is mulatto,
Mhm.
and we just bred Teddy to her. So there is a plan that's taking place, and we're
Crazy.
showing the breeding banners. We're showing exactly what's taking place. And we always say piece by piece we're building, but that's why. Like,
Mhm.
she is the dom of our two prominent studs besides Teddy. Now
Mhm.
we're throwing Teddy to her,
Yep.
so it's a piece of the puzzle. It's a big piece of the puzzle. This breeding's huge
Oh,
for us going forward.
oh, absolutely. I mean, at that point, it's that one was one of those ones that you could easily have moved in silence and created the next paradigm, um, because of the fact that, like, it's being done purely internal, and you created the outcross you're using to do this. Man, You could have moved. You could have moved in silence and just shocked everybody. You could have. But I love that you're sharing. That breeding with the world, and I'm interested to know how many of them you're going to ultimately end up having to keep.
Oh my gosh. Because imagine, like, if we keep one female, which we're probably going to keep
Yeah.
multiple, I'm going to tell this, and this will probably be, we can look back on this years to come. A female is going straight to Levi, and a female is going straight to Deuce. That's where the line breedings are already set up, they're
Oh yeah.
already forecasted
Mhm.
before. And it's so nice knowing exactly where we're going, and the puppies aren't even here.
Yeah.
But
And,
that's
and
we
then
already
and
have
then you think
breedings
about
cleared up.
this. Mulatto more than once has thrown twin females,
Mhm.
and they're usually at the top of the litter.
100%.
And there'll be two females that you take the collars off of them, you can't pick them apart most of the time.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
happened more than once with her, and so
She's great.
you may be able to do those breedings simultaneously and not one after another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just bred Levi's littermate sister like the same time that we bred, like a week before we bred her mom. And
Man.
it's cool seeing all these. Like, it's cool having people come over that are purchasing puppies and be like, there's the mom, there's the dad, there's the grandpa, there's the grandma, there's the aunt, there's the uncle.
I can't wait for that. I'm excited
It's pretty
about that.
Just
cool.
whip out the banjo. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man.
That
that's
happens.
It's been a
funny.
good one.
Oh,
It's been a good
hey,
one.
and then Levi's son, Leo,
Mhm.
we've barely shown him. He just turned one the other day. Hey, that boy is bigger than Levi. That boy is, hey, he's special.
I
He's
need to
special.
I need to
He's
Who
off
you
of
Levi.
talking about,
Levi in
Caleb?
China. Leo,
Leo.
he's off of Levi in China, which both of them are Genesis daughters. So half sibling to half sibling, which produced
Yeah.
Leo.
Kind of throws big anyway. So
I like China.
Oh, that
yeah.
boy is
China's a big
massive.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She grows big too. Jesus.
Big, pretty bitch, yeah.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, but I've
Yeah.
enjoyed this. I've enjoyed this a lot. Thank you all for the
Oh yeah.
interaction in the comments too. Ellis, Gyro, William, Tez, OG Ramos. Um, man, it's been Adam
Sean.
Fields, Mama. I don't want to leave anyone out, but y'all been very, very interactive in the comments, and that makes these lives a whole lot easier because they're fluid.
Yes.
And we do these for y'all, so we want the questions. So thank y'all for the interaction tonight.
Oh
Man,
yeah.
OG Ramos, I can say, man, that I've been in the ring with Levi. I've gone around the ring with him, and he's grown so much since then. But
He keeps evolving. He ain't
he's
done yet
tough.
either.
He I know he's still young. He's so young, and
Yeah.
but he's tough, man. He really is. He's tough.
Yeah.
He's
Hey,
Yeah.
actually
side note.
bigger. He's actually bigger than Genesis was. Actually,
Yes.
Yeah.
Side note, he has never ever lost to a dog in BRC or, well, an XL in BRC or ABKC at all. And then he only lost to a dog in ICBR when he was actually in the champion class. Now he's a grand champion in ICBR too.
Mhm.
So twice he's lost to an XL in any ring that he's ever been into. And he's a force to be reckoned with for sure.
Yeah. He's definitely seriously a very, very beautiful animal, very terribly well balanced. But like I am excited to see what he produces and how they evolve because he has evolved beautifully and he's still not even done yet. So that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
Yep. But I've enjoyed
Yes,
this.
sir.
Oh,
Awesome
for
live
sure.
guys.
Absolutely.
when's
We
that
needed
coming?
one of these. So November's the perfect month for it since that's our anniversary. So
Yeah, I'm glad I got to get on here and be part of this again this year. It was great.
Yeah, when you rolled down your window. Hey, it started off
I
shaky.
know. I know.
I was
I
like, I
can't.
gotta put you backstage for a
I
minute.
can't believe the difference between plugging that cord in through the car speaker and unplugging it. It sounded so bad, I guess, but I mean, I don't
Terrible,
Mhm.
understand why. Yeah,
terrible.
maybe terrible. Yeah,
I
I'll
love
get
you,
right
man.
though. I'll get right.
I love you so much.
Love you, Bubba.
Yeah,
Oh,
Well,
gosh.
I'll tell y'all what, man. When I look at the growth and all the talks and look back. We ought to do like a collage, of some kind that just shows
Yeah, snippets of some of our
like
best
snippets of
Snoopy
bloopers
moments.
or whatever we ought to do, because it's been so much, man. So many interviews, so many great people been on here and talk dogs. It's really
Mm-hmm.
something, man.
Yep.
And something else I was looking around and realized. So this platform really has covered more interviews than anybody. So there's a lot of, I don't want to say a lot. There are other platforms that do interviews, but not every week like we do here.
Yeah.
Every week.
It's been
Mm-hmm.
3 years of interviews with all the big names in the business, man.
Yep.
And some of them in the show, some of them not. From one side of it to the other, and it's something. It's one of many things that sets this particular platform apart. It's all the coverage from all the different places, and that's something that I really love about it. Besides the group of people here that we have and the fun we have in these interviews and stuff, I enjoy bringing light to so many people in the community that are doing big things, and
Yeah.
and not based on how big they are, but just doing good things. We've had some youngsters, man, that haven't been doing this very long at all, that are just changing the game,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and have OGs like Ramos on here, man. That
He said a
you know,
reunion at the fire pit. I can't wait. I can't.
Right?
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
Oh, if you
Man.
remembered it.
that would be straight.
Hey, Sean said a blooper special would be great. The only thing is, I think I would be on a lot of them. So
Yeah. I think one
We
of
could
the
do
one
a
of the
whole
best.
blooper episode between Caleb and Amanda just giving each other
Oh
shit.
my God. Okay, no, one of my personal, and it lives rent free in my brain, is there is a screenshot of the face that Chris James made when Caleb told me to hush.
Yeah, I remember that. What a great
I
moment.
screenshot it
oh
and I
my
was like, yeah.
Oh
gosh.
shoot.
What was
That
Oh
was
that
man.
girl's
crazy.
name? That lady's name that said that called Caleb Carl.
Nikki.
That was a good one.
Nikki. Nikki
Yeah,
Lynn. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Vicky
Carl.
Lynn. Vicky
that
Lynn.
was fun. All right, hush, Carl. That's enough, Carl. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my
Oh, and
god.
he's been Carl. Like actually, as a matter of fact, at
Uh,
Atlanta Bowling Marathon, Chris actually went over the intercom and actually called him Carl.
Yeah. What did you call her? That's what started it. What?
Vicky. He called her Vicky.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, Vicky instead of Nikki, right?
Yeah.
oh my gosh. At the bowling marathon, I was like, did I just hear that? Like, I'm like, where's this
And
coming
we're
from?
sitting in
Because
the bleachers. He's on the other side of one of the rings, and you can see him
Carl.
fucking
uh
Oh, that's
man,
great.
and we have fun when we all see each other at shows too, man.
Oh yeah.
This is a cool group. It's special. Very, very
That's why
special group.
like I said earlier, man, and I like nationals has been such a great thing for me. I love going. It's like the Super Bowl for us. But like this
Yes.
year, man, getting to spend Christmas with my mom, I can't
Yeah.
imagine anything better than that.
You've got to.
It's just the way it's got to be this time.
Oh yeah.
But I can't wait to see all the pictures of y'all, and I will be reaching out. I'm sure there'll be some lives going on and whatnot.
Oh
Will
yeah.
be. It will.
Um, Good luck to everybody.
Yes. And
Absolutely.
whoever wins nationals, I'm telling you right now, me and Amanda will for sure be like flies on you. Bruce will be there, but me and Amanda have very
Yeah.
similar
Me.
personalities where we're gonna
Oh,
devour you when you come out
beautiful.
of the
It's gonna be
ring,
just a little
and
light stalking. Little light stalking.
and we're gonna ask you to come on the next Tuesday. Like, I want to know the ins and outs of the experience. Whether handler, owner, exhibit, whatever the case is. If that's your dog, we wanna talk to you.
That's right.
No,
I'll,
yeah.
I'll tell you what I will share. That
Don't do
that
it.
no, it's not. No, I'm not going to do it. I can't. I
Regret is a
can't
hell
do
of
it.
a drug, Mike.
Contain
I can't do
myself.
it. But something for the people that have stayed on this long. That's not something I have upcoming, but something that we're proud of that we've done within this litter that we have right here. We called it the People's Litter. It was in honor of Trayvon and carrying out a vision that he had. He wanted to put bullies in homes of people that that can't pay 5 or 6 grand for a dog. and continue on that blood and all that. So just to say something that we did to carry that out, um, we have we have 3 bullies that went into homes with autistic children. Um, we have 3 bullies out of that litter that went into homes of veterans, and we have 2. One of these is a double. Uh, 2 that went into home of ex-cons that have turned their life around. Um, and so, man, I just can't tell you
Good
how
stuff.
proud we are of that, because that's what this one was about. And to have
Yeah,
been able to do that,
Hmm.
it's been a great feeling.
Oh
It's been
gosh.
it's been really great, y'all, to be able to put those homes to those kids with special needs and these veterans, and just knowing what our breed does for people's heart. They're such good dogs. And these ex-cons, man, that deserve it, really got their lives together. I feel like Trayvon's proud of that, proud of what we've done so far, and
for sure.
it's been really cool, man. It's been good for my heart to have been able to do it. You know what I mean?
Part of the healing
You're
process, I feel.
you're a damn good dude, man.
Hmm.
You, your wife,
For
I love your
sure.
program.
Oh
And
yeah.
Trayvon, what a legacy you left.
And it's funny too.
What a
I talked to
legacy,
my
man.
wife about it. It's like, we have all these other things that we've got going, but we wanted to take care of that first.
Hmm.
And that was hard. It was the right thing to do, but it was hard. And I'm so glad that that's the way it worked out, because I'm really proud of it.
Should be. No, you should
Thanks.
be. You did a good thing. He'd have loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I love y'all. Hey, guests, love y'all. And thank y'all for tonight. Thank y'all for
Yeah.
letting us
Everything.
kind of go on and ramble. It's nice being able to us talk amongst each other. But man, we can go and conclude this. We'll be on next Tuesday, like every Tuesday. And man, nothing but love.
Nothing but love,
Yes,
y'all. Good
sir.
night. Love y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
Yep.
Night, you guys.